What's up, everybody? Giancarlo here. I'm here with Sublet and our special guest, Steven.
Hey,
Today, we are just going to be commentating over some limited battle gameplay. And Sublet, if you want to explain that more, go ahead.
Yeah, so this is PPG local, which is pretty cool. Take the fact that this is a very new game to heart when we do this. Remember that plays aren't necessarily optimized. We don't necessarily know what the best plays are. The players might be learning the game for the first time. So, don't be cruel to anybody that's watching or playing, excuse me. And any comments that we make, it's not directed towards the players. Our comments are going to be directed towards what we think the best play might be, or what we think the most optimal play might be in those instances. So, just remember this is a fun thing that we're doing here. It's cool that locals are finally starting up. The pre-release tournament for these was literally a week ago. So, these cards are finally in people's hands.
Yep. And, we got Steven here. Steven's like a brand new player, so we wanted to try out this format. Basically, watching these with the lens of a new player, that way he can have live questions for like me and Sublet who have been playing for a little bit online. Kind of like if, he'll act as the audience, basically. If they're a new player and they have a similar question, what he would ask. If you like this format, just, comment, hey, that was, good format, or yeah, you didn't like it, it doesn't matter, whatever. Other than that, I guess we can just get started.
Yep, and we're opening up with green versus green, a very popular matchup in the starter deck format. Very interested to see which player will win the mirror match. All right, so we've got the guy on the left going first, playing Bonnie on his first turn. Really strong opening play.
did we see either of them mulligan?
Yes,
I didn't.
Guy on the right mulliganed, the guy on the left opened 3 Bonnie, and so he did not mulligan.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good.
That's
key.
basically a fresh hand there, huh?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, got to tap the Bonnie for that.
Yep. Cost. So look at the top 5. Add a worst generation trait. This can add event cards and character cards. There's also, I don't think there's a limit on the cost, right? So you can add like 7 and 8 drops. It's pretty cracked.
Yeah, a little bit of a clarification though. It is called Supernova, not Worst Generation.
Super. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Some of the translations are,
Something we're seeing there already is that
Steven?
these players are having to read the card multiple times in order to get the effect right.
Right.
Yep. You see him add Straw Sword, which is a very strong card, 2 mana. Tap down one of your opponent's battle cards. I'm going to use so many different terms. One of your opponent's characters, excuse me.
Yeah, really, really good in the late game to tap down like something to attack with Basil Hawkins. Tap down like the green player's 7-drop blocker, so you can just go face. Here's something. Yep. So, player on the left here can actually attack this turn. Do you think he should have attacked before activating Bonnie's effect in case the top card of the life is the Killer Shield trigger?
Yes, absolutely. You need to play around Killer in this mirror match for sure. If you're going to attack with your leader in this matchup at this moment, you do not tap any of your cards first. So it looks like he's going to go for a Capone.
There we go. So if
you just put an energy on your leader and swing, or do you play another Bonnie?
I think you play the other Bonnie because you want the you want to spend the least amount of energy on Bonnie's next turn. Considering that you may have 2, and see, he just passed with the 1 energy up.
Passed with 1 energy up.
So that's that's something when we. I don't quite agree with that. Right? What are you gonna scalpel? You know what I mean? It would have been more beneficial to just play the other Bonnie. And now he's like, okay, so here's the thing. When we said these are newer players, you want to protect those Bonnies because they draw cards, and it's worth blocking with the Capone to protect the Bonnie. Because this turn he would have, just drawn another card. And generally how you're going to win any mirror match in any card game, one of the ways is by just outvaluing your opponent and having way more cards in hand and stuff like that.
Yep. And we do see the scalpel in his hand, but it's hard to use that scalpel in the early game when you're not protecting a vanilla or something.
Yeah.
So energy, the Dawn in this game is very unique, and it's going to take some time for all of us to get used to maximizing our turns with these Dawn. So yeah, and I also agree with you. The blocker there to protect the Bonnie is very important because looking at his hand, he doesn't really have solid plays. Like we're just gonna slam a vanilla here.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
it's not the worst, but okay. And we're gonna see a scalpel defense on a 5K. That kind of implies that his hand is not the best. It might be really strong, but it's not the best for defense. He doesn't have anything he can just easily throw away.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we're seeing a 5 on leader there.
So if we want to talk about in terms of optimization, right? On the previous turn, had he played the second Bonnie first, he would have been able to tap one of the Bonnies, still play the Colby, and then he would have one Bonnie in rest mode, one Bonnie in active mode, and he could have just blocked the attack. And now this turn, he could have triggered 2 Bonnies. So he's only, instead of drawing like one card for the game like he's done now, he could have actually drawn 4 additional cards had he just played, and all it would have cost was 1 Capone. Like that's all it would have cost.
So the guy on the right here probably has Repel in his hand. Repel is a 2 Dawn plus 4K, and then untap one of your Dawn. It's kind of the big combo that Green has at the moment. And leaving that 2 energy up, it really does make it seem like that's what he's got. Right now, I don't know. I feel like the game is pretty even, but these Bonnies can really set it over the top. We see a Basil as one of the options
Oh yeah,
here.
I think Basil's. I think fourth Bonnie. I do like Bonnie grab Bonnie, but because he already has a backup, I think Basil actually is the correct choice here. He's gonna go for
Bonnie allow you to
another.
grab Bonnie?
Yeah, Bonnie can grab Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So he got the second straw sword. Interesting.
Yeah. And we see his opponent's hand has 3 event cards on the top there. It looks like double scalpel, and I couldn't quite make the third one out, but that is not good. If you are in a kid mirror match and you get ahead on board, it can be really hard for the other player to come back from this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting here with the Eroge.
Playing a Rouge. So he has 4 up. He does have an X-Drake in hand, so he can either I don't know if he's gonna so he's gonna straw sword. He's gonna straw sword the X-Drake. There we go. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know that I like this sequence of attacks because like when your opponent leaves that up, he's gonna
see him
protect
discard
it.
there.
He tapped one for scalpel and then untapped one. So he had another scalpel.
Second scalpel.
I think
Yeah.
it's interesting because your opponent has a blocker too. I think you needed to
Yeah.
put something into one of these attacks.
So he looked like he had like 3 scalpels. So I'll be honest, having 3 scalpel in hand means your hand's not very good. That is true.
It's unfortunate.
It
yeah.
is.
See now an interesting thing. We talked about Bonnie earlier on and how you didn't want to do her first. But when you have like 7-8 energy, and no real plays in your hand, you do want to do the Bonnie before your leader swing because it could dictate your turn.
Exactly, because you never know when you can just get your bomb off the top.
Yep. Ooh, and Killer coming down. Killer, of course, is a 3-cost shield trigger that just kills a 3 or less that's rested. Great tempo in the mirror match because it clears Bonnies.
Yeah, clear some of the.
Also puts that body into play, which in this matchup seems really important.
Yep.
It's extremely important because it is also a supernova. Being a supernova means that one of your bombs in the deck, Trafalgar Law, can untap it.
Right.
And for 7 energy, you can get 2 5K swings at your opponent and a 6K on the board.
Yep. And this X-Drake also buffs all Navy and Supernova by 1 when he's in rest mode and you attach a Dawn. So having like that nice little plus 1K on it is, you can't complain.
Yep. All right, we're going to see X-Drake is going in on Kobe.
Into Kobe. So it's plus 2, and then his own effect, he's going to be an 8K here.
Yep. No, just like that, we're really seeing kind of like a turn in the board.
That killer card really swinging the game.
It did. And now this is actually a 7K because of the Drake effect. Drizzy on the board does buff your leader as well as long as he has a Dawn and is rested. And it looks like that's being explained to the opponent. So let's see how we go. This is an easy repel.
Yeah, I would say so. Scalpel. Okay, that's 8.
So he's just shortcutting. Yeah, he's shortcutting there. Repel untaps 1. So he was just tapping 1 as a shortcut.
Yep.
Okay. All right, and just like that, we see the board has switched favor. Now, we are on 10 energy, and this is a point where Kid can start using his leader effect efficiently.
Yep.
And that is to attack twice. So you can put as many Dawn as you need on your leader and get 2 swings in on him. Now with a Roge, we really want one more card on the board. So if he has a Capone or if he has a Bonnie in hand, this is a great time to play one.
Yep. As
Because
he
then
has
his
in...
Eroge will get big. And in
There
fact,
we
that's
go.
exactly what we see.
Yep.
All right, we get the Bonnie effect, 7-drop kid, and draws.
Okay.
Ah.
So...
Had the Dawn in his deck. Not where you want to see the 10th Dawn.
Yeah.
Ooh, and everybody's a good sport, so we're just gonna let him set that.
Let
up
it slide. Let it. So does he have? How many Dons is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
He's
6,
got
7,
9.
8. He has 9. All right. So I guess.
Yeah.
So a bit of a rules question before we go on, and you can pause it if you like. But for the Dawn, does it actually? Is there any consequence to putting it in different sleeves?
You probably should do that.
You
Yeah.
really should put that in different sleeves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no official rule that I am aware of that prevents you from doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I haven't seen any cards yet that interact, like putting it into your deck. I don't know why they would do that.
No.
There's nothing that does that. A Dawn, when it is removed from the board, it is placed back in your Dawn deck.
Okay,
Your
sorry.
Dawn deck does need to be the same sleeves as all the other cards in your Dawn deck. And your Dawn deck is technically shuffled at the start of the game. Right now, we
That's
only have
interesting.
one Dawn, but if we move forward with new ones, that does get shuffled and randomizes those odds.
All right.
All right, so far I agree with everything except not adding the Dawn from the top. That would have been really strong here. Free energy. Off the Bonnie effect. Okay, so now, what do you think? Drake has to die.
I agree. So the Erouge is going to be a 6K this turn, which means you can attack the Drake 3 times. So you have 1 blocker, 1 repel, and then you're going to want. Yeah, I think you're going to want to. Okay, so we see the block. I was going to say I think we want to see a little bit of a little bit
like
more.
Sevens. I would go 7s at that Drake.
Yeah.
It's very important to attack with 7Ks and 9Ks because there are 2K combos and there are the 4K 2-mana combos. And so if you really want something to die or make your opponent discard 2 cards, the best numbers to attack with are going to be 7 and 9. The worst numbers to attack with are 6 and 8.
And that's because the attackers win on a tie.
It's because you can 2K one card gets you out of those pretty easily.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, here we see a 7 Kobe. This is good. Can he hear me? I know this didn't happen like anytime right now, but it feels like he could hear me with that one. Immediately putting 7 on the Kobe. All right, here we go. We're going to tap 1 for a blocker.
Okay.
And are we going to Kid? No, we are not.
So it looks like he has 4 up. Is that correct?
He has 4 up, yeah.
Okay.
In 2 piles of 2. He's probably got a repel in his hand. The one thing that no, okay. No, he's only got 2 up apparently.
Okay, that's fair.
You should just keep your Dawn deck face down because face up is confusing too.
That is confusing. Yeah. Do we know how many cards he has in hand?
About 4 or 5.
Yeah.
It's tough to tell. Yeah.
Yep.
So I think what we should talk about is kind of like efficient attacking and efficiency in playing cards.
So if he just put a Dawn on it to swing on a Bonnie, that's
kind
pretty
of
interesting.
odd.
We got a 7-drop coming down from
There
the
we
looks
go.
of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a good card. Really good in the mirror match.
Slam 7 pass.
Oh, there you go. But he did just draw the immediate counter. The Basil Hawkins is really good at attacking this 7-drop. Especially considering that he does have a straw sword in hand. So I think you take this turn to develop the Basil. You just kind of like poke. What I really like, the player on the right did not attack with his X-Drake because he doesn't want to give his opponent like an easy target to attack. Like, I feel like it's almost you prefer to like defend your life than the X-Drake because your opponent's going to invest more into killing the X-Drake than they will into dealing a damage to, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that play. I think that was a very good play on the player on the right side here. Player on the left is taking a little bit of time. It's very complicated when you get to 10 Dawn because of what you can do with your energy. Everything can technically become a threat at this point. And with a big 7-drop in play, the clock is counting down.
Yeah.
So it's definitely... Now,
yeah.
I am curious. I haven't seen any indication that these are more than 1 starter deck. Do you know if they're able to use more than 1 starter deck, or is this single starter?
No, that's a good question. I don't.
I believe you're allowed to use 2.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
but we don't
yeah.
know if they have to.
I'm saying we don't
Ooh,
know.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's kind of
All
going. See here, it's your opponent only has 2 cards in hand. It looks like he only has 1 card in hand actually.
Yeah, no, I agree with
It
this.
does look that way, yeah.
100%.
I don't like the straw sword. Like I think you save the straw sword for when you have already developed the Basil Hawkins. I think here you
It depends
just
on how many he has.
You-
If I was asking because if there are 2 starter decks in here,
yeah.
then that is the second of 4, and if there's only 1 starter deck, that is his second of 2. So
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have any in hand for sure. So I think you just make everything. You make everything 7 and go face. That way he can't block effectively because if he blocks with a 7K, he has to still defend it. Instead of letting your opponent get a free block, you could also do like a bait block. If you attack with a 6K, you can maybe trick your opponent into blocking with their 7K. Then just attach a bunch of Dawn. So yeah, see, yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
All right, the blocker's down now.
Yeah.
that was a tough turn for the guy on the right. So the moment you swing 7 into a 7K and they discard a plus 2K to defend it, it's very telling of what your hand is. So it just tells your opponent, okay, I can kill this card. I can just swing even numbers each time.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very costly for them.
Yeah.
So now
I think the player on the right probably could have afforded to have taken one of the lives so he could protect his big blocker, because that card's pretty important in general.
well, he didn't block with it. It got straw sorted.
I know, but his opponent attacked his life and he protected it, I think. You don't think so? You think he just sent everything into it?
His opponent never attacked his life.
All right, that's fair. No, you're
Guy on
right.
the right, guy on the right only ever discarded a 2K on 7K attacks.
All right. That's true. That's it. We can't hear them, so I guessed wrong. My bad.
All right. So he's gonna have to take the board back right now. He's too low on resources, and we're seeing what Green does best in the mirror match and really any match. You just control board, and then kill your opponent in one go.
Yeah.
You take chip damage when you get the opportunity. All right, we're going 8 on a Rouge. Rouge is a 5K on the opponent's turn as long as there are 3 characters up. But the moment
we do have the blocker
drops,
though.
Yeah, but the moment that happens, the Rouge drops to 3. So now Killer can in fact.
Now Killer can just get a free swing on it.
Yeah.
Do you think you attack the Kobe first?
I think the Kobe is scarier than the Arouge, but he disagrees and he thinks that the Arouge is scarier. So.
Yeah, so you're sending 8 into 3 when you could be sending 8 into 6. And then, like you do say, the Killer can just get a free swing. Even if your opponent defends it, they discard a card out of their hand.
Fair, they might not remember at this point that the Arouge is a 3K.
Yeah, I think
it is still new card game and all.
I think you're right because he's looking at his hand like he can defend it when he definitely cannot.
I guess you could repel if he has one.
No, he doesn't.
7 though, so you need to scalpel and repel.
Yeah, he has.
Could be bluffing those lines.
Yeah, he has. Looks like X-Drake, Scratchman, repel, and the last card is Basil Hawkins.
Basil Hawkins, which we're probably going to see Basil come down. Yeah, Rouge is down.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
Right,
what do you think?
A lot of back and forth.
Yeah. So I think you're right. I think he didn't know that a Rouge was a 3K because otherwise you would just tap the Killer into it, and that way you get an 8K swing on Kobe. And there's another X-Drake, and he drew a repel.
Drizzy. Also, that was a 9K on the Arouge because of Drizzy.
Oh yeah, exactly. You're right.
Yeah, and that could have been a 4K Killer on the 3K Arouge.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. See, that's why. Yeah, X-Drake is really good because it just scales everything for the cost of 1 Don. It's like you attach 1 Don to everything. So I would say it looks like the player on the right. I think he has 0 in hand.
Yeah,
I would say
nothing in hand. Drake is dead.
Yeah,
100% Drake's dead.
I would say this game's more or less over. You slam battle. You don't even attack, right? Because you can tap 9 energy for.
You kill
1 X.
The X Drake.
Yeah, no, I said that. Yeah, I agree. But you tap 9. You play your own X Drake. You play your own Basil. But you don't give him a life because then he top decks 1 card and it could be like literally nothing. It could be like a heat,
Yeah. Well, you want him, if he wants to attack with that leader, he's got to discard his only card drawn, and then you just kill him next turn.
Yeah, and it looks like guy on the left still has 4 life, so I think he's more than solid here.
Yeah, it's 4-4. You really want to put your opponent at 3 when you're playing Kid, because then that's just 2 turns
Mm-hmm.
of your leader going full big guy strats.
Yeah.
All right.
We
Yeah,
have
I
we effectively call it. We have been
It's
affectionately calling it full idiot. That's just when you. That's
Kid is
when
not the
you.
smartest.
You equip 7 Dawn to your leader, attack, tap 3, untap, and you just do that turn after turn. We've been affectionately calling it full idiot, you know.
Full idiot strats, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so he's thinking, he's like, I don't really want to. I agree.
Yeah.
If you put him at 3, he's much easier to kill on the crackback. So I don't think putting him at 3 is wrong. Here you go. There's that. Now I think you tap 5 for the basil. There's no way you're leaving 5 up. Looks like he has 6.
He's afraid to die on this crackback.
Yeah, I
he
think
can
it's
take 4 damage.
I think it's
To be fair.
more or less impossible.
And
Yeah, there you go. There's your 5. He does have a scalpel in hand too. So even though this repel in his hand is dead, he has a Scratchman. He has a poo scalpel. So he has like 4K worth of counter, which is not like it's not worth nothing, you know.
Yep. All right. That life was a repel, and it looks like he drew straw sword. So that is rough.
See, exactly, because the kid player, even by any card in your deck can be the best card in your deck because you just discard it for your leader effect.
Yeah.
But like
straw sword this basil, right? Like that's what we're about to see here.
I think you are gonna want to fight for board rather because if you just go face, the game is effectively over.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He gets so many more cards in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's not going to straw sword the basil then because he's attacking Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then
Yeah.
that does not go to the graveyard, and he's going to. I want to straw sword basil and prioritize that with Drake attack.
I agree.
That's just
they have the same power. They both 6Ks, but then Basil Hawkins has like an incredible effect. And he wants to do I leave 2 up for the repel or do I leave 3 up to untap? It's a tough question.
Yeah.
So it looks like he has.
It's so.
He has 5, so this leader is 8. So I mean, if you're a player on the left,
this is a 9. I think you just discard both cards.
I absolutely agree. And he doesn't want to because it's a big investment, but I think you do because this basil cleans up this X-Drake like completely for free. I think you absolutely protect it.
Yeah.
You go X-Drake into face, basil into X-Drake, basil into face, leader, attack, game over. That right there is your strat.
Oh.
No, don't. Oh.
No.
Yikes.
And we draw another card.
Another poo, yes.
All right, well, I think we go full idiot strats now, right? Like,
I mean, you attack the X-Drake with the X-Drake maybe, and then you go double leader into face, discarding scalpel. No, discarding into poo.
Yeah.
Because your opponent's not going to out combo it. He only has 1 card in hand, so.
No, you discard scalpel, not a poo.
Okay. Why? Scalpel is 4. Like, you can afford to leave the energy up, is what I'm saying.
Scalpel cost and energy. I think you're going to leave 2 open for the other thing. I think 0 is always better than 1, in case you need to use that energy. Like, Scalpel and a poo are the same card, except a poo is free. I think you just discard Scalpel.
So the leader, he can go equip 2, he can go 7,
4. He could put
I think
4
it's 8. It's actually 8-8.
No, you go 9 here. You put 4 energy. That leaves you with 5 open, 3 to untap, and 2 to repel. Also 9, like your opponent can't repel out of 9.
Right, and instead he went for 6.
Ooh.
Killer. Yeah, you can just play that, right? It's a body.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, absolutely. Like you're at a point in the game where you got to change the math somehow, you know?
Yeah.
Are we just passing now?
And I really feel like the player. So correct me if I'm wrong. Player on the right has 2 life.
That's correct. Yeah.
I feel like player on the left could have probably won this turn, right?
Yeah, I think that. That's gonna be a dead Drizzy right there. That is 9.
That is 9.
God.
Repel into Scratchman. That's a lot of resources.
Yeah, I mean, if he protects it, he has to be able to protect it one more time. I would definitely repel here. You have to protect it if you want to win the game. Yep. Okay, so we're going to repel. Shortcut a little bit. Then a poo.
Yeah. That's fair. So then this killer can become a 5K, which attacks, and then you discard the last card in your hand to protect it.
He has 2 cards left. He has 1 more Apu, 1 more Scalpel. Yeah, you definitely discard.
Okay, I got you. All right, well, so your opponent's tapped out with 2 life. Your X-Ray can attack. Your leader can attack twice. I think you can clean it up. There you go. You drew a card to discard. Who cares?
So all you do in this situation is you just make Drake 7, guarantee the damage, and then full kid. Like you just go all in.
Yep. So you'll attach. You have 9. You'll attach 6 to kid. There you go. Yeah.
Kid players separate 3 off to the left there. That's how you know.
That's simple. That's simple kid math right there. So you do want to attack with the Drake first.
Getting to untap his energy as well.
Yeah. Yep. There we go. 7. Your opponent has to take it because there's no way.
Oh my God.
There we go,
Everything, please. Yes. There we go. Do it.
There you go.
Technically, that other energy is untapped.
It should. It is untapped. He attacked. Yeah, there you go. Scooping it up. Okay,
Right.
Yeah, so I mean that was green. You fight for board and you chip away at your opponent's life until you can put them in a situation where you can kind of just OTK them. However, I think the best card at fighting for board is like Basil Hawkins, and he just didn't really like establish it on the correct turns. He didn't. I think if he had protected it, he could have won the turn before. But it seemed like it worked out for him.
I think the game would have been really, really interesting if we had seen more of the player on the left actually activating their jewelry Bonnie at the very beginning of the game. Yeah. I think we lost way too many cards to that ability just being missed. And honestly, opening like 3 or 4 of those seems really cracked.
Yeah, especially when if you open, he actually opened Bonnie Blocker too, which is super nuts because then you can guarantee to protect it in this not always, but in this situation he could have guaranteed to protected it.
Sir, he opened 3 Bonnie Blocker.
Yeah.
We all wish we could open. Oh wow, he has Straw Sword and Killer in hand, and he's throwing it back.
I think you do throw. The only thing I like to see in this match, I like to see 4s and 5s. Like if I don't see 4s and 5s, I'm throwing it back.
Well, we don't know if he's going first or second, but now's a good time to ask, what's better, first or second?
Bro, it feel the player going second gets so much like initiative. You get
worse hand.
Yeah, that hand is not good. It's a bunch of vanillas. So the player going second gets like just better initiative. You get to play your cards first. Like you get to play your 4-drop first. You get to play your 5-drop first. Your 6-drop, 7-drop, 8-drop first. So I don't know. I would like to see a vanilla come down on this turn. I like to play a vanilla going second as kid because like the blocker's already established. So if my opponent does have Bonnie here, you can attack to bait the blocker, and then your vanilla swings into the Bonnie to kill it. So I like to see a vanilla established.
I actually like this play. This is the play that I like. The blocker Eroge.
Yeah.
Now. Mostly I like this play because you can discard the stupid vanilla to not take a damage, and I would rather discard that than discard a Roge.
Yeah, he scales much better. Yeah,
not attacking.
Oh yeah, I would.
On the first turn.
I would definitely
attack there.
I would definitely attack there.
I think you always attack, right? Because it's just a free card out of your opponent's hand.
Always.
Well, he's thinking if he attacks, then his opponent gets an additional card to hand, but it's like. Although life is definitely a resource, but it's also a limited resource. So I'm attacking there.
Also,
I'll be honest.
Versus
I think I attack there.
Yeah, 100%. It almost looks like the player on the right only put 4 life down. So he just took 2. It looks like he's only got 2 left.
Interesting.
I believe he still has 3.
It's a little hard to tell. We'll find out.
I can't see the overlap, but I think there's 3 there.
All right, we'll find out when he takes another.
Down.
There you go. Okay, so Killer. I mean, that's a good card to circumvent the blockers.
Yeah. Also, we saw here that the player on the right agrees that going second is better, and that is why he let his opponent go first again. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's. And there's another route. Okay.
Roge.
All right. Well.
The player on the right he's got a board, but I wonder if it might be too late. What do you think?
I think the player on the right is in a favorable position because
I think so too.
Dude on the left, like his hand just sucks. Like he can play another veto.
All the more power to go full idiot strats with Kid, right?
Yeah.
2 blockers in a bad hand, let's do it.
Right. It's like, okay, yeah, this Beppo is so just burning a hole in my hand. Okay. Like my opponent is at
You play Beppo here because you have Trappy. Trafalgar Law can untap.
Yeah, he untaps it. Yeah, but I don't know, bro. He has 2 Beppo in his hand.
Yeah, so play one of them.
I guess. I don't know. I do think you go you equip you swing twice with your leader is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you don't even really want to. I won't even attack with the veto realistically because now your opponent gets he gets a free attack into the veto, but veto can actually attack the X-Drake. I really just like attack. I don't like this at all. Yeah. Is he gonna?
He might think Law can untap the veto. Which
Veto is a fire tank pirate if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure, but he's not a Straw Hat or a Kid pirate. I know for sure.
I think he's from the village hidden in the leaves.
You're right. Sounds correct. Yeah.
I think I have heard of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the tank top pirates are, but okay.
Okay, play another veto.
Another veto.
Yeah, I agree with you that you should play the Beppo because it is so. Beppo is a heart pirate, which means you can untap it with your law, which means being able to attack twice in one turn is pretty cool. Oh, there's another killer. All right,
another killer. Yeah,
that's pretty good. Again, doing a great job of just circumventing these blockers. Like,
yeah, the player on the right is definitely in control right now.
Yeah,
and that's another reason I think the player on the left really should have just gone full Kid strats here.
Yeah. If you can't out resource your opponent, maybe you can out attack them. That's always a thing that can happen.
Exactly. You got 2 blockers, so like it could play
killer.
Maybe play the.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So it's confirmed limited battle.
Confirmed. Yes. Thank you.
If you don't know, limited battle is where you can combine 2 starter decks and the promo pack. So this Kid that he just played is from the promo pack. It has Don X1, it deals 2 damage instead of 1. That's its effect. Which
is it's Don X2.
Is it Don X2? All right, my bad. So that's pretty strong with like the law that untaps it because it can be what we would call in Dragon Ball a dual attack double striker.
That's pretty good.
Seems pretty fair. I like that card.
Yep.
All right, so there's Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Yep, go ahead and tap it. See, look, okay, Basil Hawkins and Straw Sword. Judging,
he had kept the killer in his hand. Straw Sword killed the double damage.
Yeah, that is true. He could have done that.
Yeah.
You think it's right?
Now he might grab the Straw Sword to try to attack it.
Right.
Which is exactly what it's looking like he might do.
I think you grab the Hawkins. I don't know.
I'm
such a fan. I think that card is so powerful in the mirror match. Like, it literally like. It just does so much. Like, it attacks twice, it gets free clears on your opponent's characters, and then your opponent is incentivized to attack it, but it's a 6k, so it's easier to defend than your leader. So it's just, like, in every scenario, I think that card's amazing.
Yeah, do you think the guy on the right's a Vanguard player?
I have no clue because I don't play Vanguard. I'm not too sure.
This is a Vanguard setup we've got here. We've got a front guard and, like, a rear guard, I think is what they're called.
Interesting. Okay. No, I didn't know that. That's cool, though.
All right, so Killer is trying to do what Killer wants to do, which is kill a 3-drop here.
Yeah.
Do you combo out of this? You just let it die.
I don't know how many cards. It depends on how many cards the guy on the right has in his hand, because it doesn't look like very many. Is it
4? It's 4.
4. Yeah. So he just protects it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
The guy on the right is definitely going in next turn.
All right, that was a repel. And see,
then it dies. See, I don't know about that.
I think you need to. I don't know. It's tough. You got to be okay with taking life at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Going down to 2 life though is really tough.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it is.
See, he's passing with like 4 energy. Yeah. It's not efficient. Not very efficient.
Yeah, that could have gone on. Like, that killer could have swung for 5.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that you use your energy efficiently.
Yep.
That is the one thing that's kind of complicated about this game is that energy efficiency. And we'll see as oh my god,
oh wow,
third killer
killed the Bonnie. the disrespect there, killing the Bonnie and not the Vito. He's like, I don't want to attack your battle cards this turn. I'm coming for your face.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you have to attack. I mean, I think killing the Bonnie's good.
I don't. So
you feel so dominant over your opponent, like maybe their only out is to draw cards.
So here's an interesting take. Like, I think I don't like.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't like playing cards until after I've attacked because you give your opponent the least amount of information. And I don't know. It couldn't have possibly.
We should.
It couldn't be right. I don't think it's right to kill the Bonnie, right? Because the killers can just attack the Bonnie. That doesn't.
So here, yeah, I agree. Here's an interesting thing we should discuss though. He just attacked the 7K on the 3K killer instead of the Veto, and I think that's the right play. I think it's the right play.
Because of the untap law.
Because of law.
You want to play around the untap law. That card's really strong. It can
solid play.
It can steal the game for sure. Combined with like you can leave up enough energy for your leader to also. But see here, that wasn't the right play. Like now he has 2 attackers that actually just can't attack. So like. You know what I mean? Like these killers could have done something, but now they don't.
I don't think.
Yeah. Now. This is really sloppy.
The killers are 4Ks. Like I would have just put 1 energy on a killer and swung. Put 1 energy on a killer and swung. I don't think that it was worth 3 energy and a card from your hand to go about that play. I'm not.
No, I agree. No, I don't like it.
Yeah,
so Vito is, Rouge is 7 here, actually, right?
7. He's a 7. Yeah, this is a dead.
I would think it's dead, yeah. Like he got the job done, but he basically fumbled. Like, instead of discarding a card, he could have just equipped it to the killers.
He could have 1 extra energy up right now,
yeah,
and 1 extra card in hand, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
a little sloppy.
it is what it is.
I mean, that was a good card to top deck. I just might be a little late. I think the Hawking.
You just have to go like full swing.
Yeah, try to survive. I agree.
You're just 12K face. Like you're not coming back. You're not clearing board.
Well, your opponent has 2 cards in hand tapped out. So instead of 12, you think you could do 10-10 and leave up 2 for scalpel? Not scalpel, repel.
Yeah, that could be fun. Honestly, I would just go 9. He's not getting out of a 9 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tapped down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like you can definitely save your energy. I would. So what I would do 9, attack again, tap 1 for Beppo, and leave 2 up to bluff a repel.
Yeah,
that's what I would do.
That all sounds fine. I don't disagree with that.
I would not go 5 though. That is the one thing I would not.
I would not go 5 into extra, and he just lets it die.
Okay.
10 energy, and he's probably got no choice.
He's gonna. I guess. Well, is he gonna play? He's gonna play the 7 drop.
Yeah. We're just slamming the 7 drop here, but again, that's just see. Law cannot untap that, so he really ought to play a Beppo.
No, I agree. Yeah. So
our 7 drop here is a blocker, right?
Correct. Yeah.
He is.
But I mean, he only blocks 1 attack when your opponent looks like he's gonna have a minimum of 5. Maybe even 6, maybe even 7. Like your opponent has up to 7 attacks this turn. Not saying he does have that because he would have to have a Law to untap the Urouge, which would be a sick untap. That's like a really good one to untap. There you go. Look.
Like we're
gonna. Why a pass? I don't like pass.
Okay. All right. Very hesitant opponents. And
I don't like.
That's probably a reflection of the game being really new.
Yeah. I think that he was thrown off a little by the Drake dying because his killers became less impactful.
Yeah. I just don't like. So like if you. Before you play the 7 drop, right? You go swing lead. Your opponent can block. You go equip 3 to Urouge. Swing for let's see. Urouge is 6, 7, 8. He's 8 into 7. Then you play your 7 drop. So it's like you get to attack either face or anyway. I don't like it. Is the point? I don't like it.
It's interesting. All right. So the player on the left here, if the opponent is at 3 life, which is what he should be at.
Yeah, he's at 3. Hey, we just couldn't tell because of the sleeves.
Yeah, so...
All right, well, we're going, he's going to go 7, 7, 8. I mean, that's fine.
7 again. We're going to see a scalpel out of this one? No, we're taking that. Okay.
Wow, okay.
I go 8. Block, defend.
All right. Yeah. Eight is definitely easy to defend there. 9 might have been a better call.
Considering he's just leaving 4 up, everything should have been bigger, right? You could have put
Yeah.
you could have put one more on each and still bluff the repel. And like you said, that would be it would be 8-8-9, which is just it's just better.
Yeah. Well, just eight is never a good number to swing with. I feel like
Yeah.
it's gotta be intervals of 2 above what you're attacking.
Yeah.
If you want it to die.
Exactly. No, I agree. Yeah.
Now this is very interesting. The player on the right is in danger.
Yeah, he is.
He is at 1 life. And that is not good because 1 straw sword could end the entire game.
Yeah. But also,
Right, so this feels like bait. This is 100% bait. Swinging with a 6 to bait the 7-drop block.
Yeah, because then you can
block,
just.
so he can just
That's exactly. Yeah.
everything on the kid.
Yeah, the bait block. Yeah, exactly.
This is bait. 100% bait, and I respect it.
You have to, you have to recognize that like my opponent has 1 blocker, if not 2. So I need minimum 3 attacks to finish the game.
Yep. All right. That was a 7.
It was 7.
Oh, never mind. He wasn't baiting. Sad times.
Okay.
All right.
What do you got? Another one. There you go.
Whoa.
Oh, and he drew straw sword off the top. That's so funny. Yeah.
Oh,
If he hadn't played that, then the straw sword off the top would have won him the game, exactly like you said. Yeah.
yep. Oh my goodness. That's wild, dude. A second 7-drop comes in clutch right now.
Interesting.
He could still swing with his blocker and then, kind of bait the block. Same thing we were looking at from the opponent's side. And then straw sword the next one.
Yeah. So you swing with 8 first.
I mean, there's no guarantee.
Yep.
There's no guarantee right now that he hasn't still won this game.
Yeah. It really depends on what do we have in hand? Is that 2? So even if that's 2 2Ks, it means 9.
I mean, on the left side here, we still have a lot of cards in hand. Our opponent only has 2.
Oh, he just took it. All right. Well, that's probably game.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Right.
so new question. The game will end the next time he takes a life?
Correct. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
The
I thought it was
next
which
one
when you...
damage.
Yeah.
All right.
You have to go to 0 and then take an additional damage.
I got you. Okay. That matters a lot. Changes the math.
Oh, the draw sword now.
No, yeah, you don't do it. You want to kind of trick your opponent.
Yeah, I don't... Right, that doesn't make much sense.
So 8 here does...
We need a 9. Go to 9.
I like 9. Yep, you get to
that'll
kill it.
untap.
Now untap. Now
Please put the last one on it. Put the last one.
There you go. He's supposed to discard a card. That's an 8. All right.
Probably gets out of it.
Yeah.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Wow, the straw sword off the top.
Yeah.
Woo, all right. That is interesting. He came back
Yeah.
from all of that. That's
Like I said, I really think ultimately it was a little bit just too sloppy. You could have just positioned your attacks much better, and that's kind of what.
I mean, there were mistakes on both sides, but it's
Yeah.
a new game. Everybody's still learning.
Right.
It was cool to watch. It was good to watch.
But I'm saying
that's a really cool Dragon Shield deck box too.
just the sleeves. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go into the next game here.
All right, so
red
we've
and
got
green.
signed Luffy. Interesting. I wonder who signed
Signed.
the Luffy.
That might just be the sleeve.
Huh. And we got Kid. All right, so it's the same player as last time on the left. Interesting. Probably throw that hand right back. Yeah. Versus Luffy. Now, Luffy, we just did a video, Chesko, where we said that Luffy was not exactly the best deck, and you just need to lean very heavily into the aggression. If your card does not go face, it does not go in a sleeve. What do you think we're about to see here?
Yeah, for the most part, I think the Luffy deck, although it has a really high ceiling, I don't want to sound like a hater, but I'm not a huge fan of the deck. I'll be honest. So,
got Nami, best opening play here.
Good, yeah, great opening.
I do think Monkey D Luffy is pretty good.
So player on the right did just draw when he was not supposed to. So
he drew for turn. Okay.
Yeah, he drew for turn. Make sure you don't draw for turn if you go first.
Yeah.
This is not Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, you don't even
No,
know
it's
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right? Yeah, I was gonna say like most card games are like that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That old school
okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh came out in you.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
So
Showing my age.
the dude on the left had the Bonnie in hand, and he didn't play it.
Interesting. Dude on the right is going way fast right now.
Yeah. Well.
Gotta go faster, man.
He's
Time
going.
for Luffy.
He's going ham. You know, that's a big Luffy. You're taking that damage. Yes, he had the Bonnie. He could have played it last turn. Again, I think you just want to maximize your mana. What is the Bonnie? Like, your opponent's not going to kill it. You know what I mean?
Yep, like you would have one more energy right now.
Here, I think you grab Scratch Man.
Yeah, probably. He's gonna grab Bonnie.
Yeah, that's fine too. There's nothing wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you can definitely slam that Bonnie too if you really want to.
Yeah.
He must have a Scalpel in hand. He always leaves one up when he has Scalpel in hand, even if he doesn't necessarily need it.
Looks like he's got Repel.
I see the 1,000 Sunny over there. You know how I feel about that card. No, I am not a big fan of 1,000 Sunny.
I don't like it either. I agree with you.
Play the Bonnie and we're not going to use
you
what does 1,000 Sunny do?
You rest it, and then you give a Straw Hat leader or character plus 1k for the turn. And so
just one character?
Just one.
One, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 2-mana investment for a 1k buff.
There we go. So yeah, it looks like he went after the Bonnie with the Nami. I think that's fine.
But he also buffed the Nami with his spell.
Which doesn't make very much sense because they're both 1Ks. So I don't think your opponent. I don't think your opponent's going to protect it. Playing that Nami last. See, one thing he did too is he attacked with Nami first and then Luffy, meaning that if that life was killer, it could have come out and killed that Nami for free.
Yep. Also, we're seeing Jinbei, we're seeing 1,000 Sunny. I think the deck on the right might just be the pure Luffy starter here.
I don't know what the 3-drop that he has, that third slot there.
Jinbei.
What is that card?
Dawn 1, when this card attacks, give one of your Straw Hats +1. That's a killer. I would take the killer.
There's a killer.
I don't think
Jinbei. Okay,
I'd probably save it for like a bigger attacker, but
Jinbei. I'd save it for Jinbei or Zoro.
Yeah. Jinbei, Zoro, even Sanji, honestly, but I think you'd take the killer here.
Yeah. Nope, we're gonna take the blocker. Okay.
Yeah.
So Kid this time is giving Luffy all the time in the world, and that is not what you want to do with Luffy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to establish your board so you can kind of smother. Oh, he already had a killer. That's fine.
Yeah, this man opened 3 Namis.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you draw for your first turn, guys. You open 3 Namis.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, like I said, Luffy he has a high ceiling where he can, you know, because right now, his board is established, so all he has to do is just draw rushers and play them. You know.
Yep. Which he definitely needs to start drawing those rushers because his hand is not the best. It does have Jet Pistol, so that Kobe is not long for this world if the opponent chooses. You swing on the Nami here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 100% on that one.
Okay.
Nami does clog the board, but he has a blocker. He can always unclog his board if he needs to.
Yeah.
All right.
Man's going ahead. So yeah, you see this. Red starts off really strong, and then it can start to peter out. And the way it doesn't peter out is by drawing rushers, because rushers, you know, they do so much so early. All right, so 1 on Jinbei, 1 on lead. So Jinbei's gonna. He still has his
2 on
lead. 2 on
Jinbei. Right?
2 on
Jinbei.
All right, my bad. It's kind of hard to tell.
So it's 2 on Jinbei, and then what's going to happen is the Jinbei will buff the leader for another one.
Yep.
So we have 2 7Ks here. The man on the right does know how to attack from the looks of it. He's always pushing 7 on the green kid.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a great way to do it. You're forcing your opponent to take that damage or discard at least 2 cards. Yep. I love it.
He does. So 1 into 1, he protects the Bonnie. Oh, this guy's crazy. Oh, I like this dude.
Yep, buff the Luffy there. Oh, we ain't playing around anymore.
See what I'm saying about, bro? If I'm playing Luffy,
now with Jet Pistol. Yes.
Yeah, if I'm playing Luffy, bro, I'm attacking. That's what I'm saying. He said, what does blocker do?" Yeah, I like this guy. This dude's crazy.
Blocker must be German for attacker.
Yeah. Block this, bro.
All right, let's.
No, but it's so smart too because the chopper is safe, right? Chopper is like the least. You're attacking the Nami, so it's
the least attackable card.
Yeah, no, it's so smart. Killer, and then you attack the Nami. Gosh, he has so much defense in his hand now, though. See, so oh my gosh, the dude has 3 repel, the 7 drop, and a scratch man. He's got so much defense in his hand.
But he does have to like reestablish his board too, though.
Yeah, so the 7 drop's going to do a good job of reestablishing the board next turn.
For sure.
There you go.
Yeah, you just kind of survive. I mean, he's still at 3 life. It's not like an unreasonable amount of life.
With repels in his hand, yeah.
With repels, it's good. And like I said, and here's the problem with Luffy. Yeah, here's the problem with Luffy is like, you know, he had a super strong start, but now he's like petering out. We got, what is that, a 9?
Dude, it looks like he wants to put another 4 on that Robin too after this.
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunately, like he had a really strong board and a single killer just kind of swapped it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what killer does. But like, this is what I'm talking about from the last round. This is how you attack.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely doing a great job attacking. I agree with you.
Yeah, like this is some veteran attacking for sure.
Some veteran and buffing it. So that is 10. I think you're taking that one.
That's a damage. That is 1 damage.
I think you're taking that one, bud.
Yep. I like this. The Robin's probably going to die on the crackback, but you put your opponent at low life.
Yeah.
So that. Like your rushers matter.
Yeah.
The top of Luffy's deck is better than the top of any other deck because it can attack.
He's got a double repel here. That's fair.
Oh!
That seems like a large amount of commitment.
Well, so here's why I think he's doing it. I think he's doing it so he can tap out to kill. If you don't tap out this turn, it might be hard to kill the Robin. So, but if you tap out for double repel, you get to establish your blocker for 7, and then equip 2 to the killer, so you can attack Robin twice, and then you even have 1 left over, so you can make your leader 6. So the only way to like actually guarantee the dead Robin is to double repel there, so you can tap out this turn.
Okay,
but your and then is not going to even matter. He's going to swing with at least 9.
I agree, but it does matter because like you get to start attacking. It does matter eventually, just not this turn.
Yeah.
Man,
there's no way to know that the opponent does not have rushers in his hand.
Yeah, look at this. Look at the dude on the right. He's like he's high energy, man. He's like shaking his legs. High energy. I like this. I think this dude would be like cool. He'd be real cool to hang out with. Like go to a bar. I like this dude. I like this dude's style, bro. I'm telling you.
Dude, turns take 20 seconds. I like it.
Dude, he's not messing around. So yeah, I think.
Playing Luffy, look, it's ending one way or another in 10 minutes, okay?
He's gonna go to a restaurant after the round.
He's doing this for the law play. He's not gonna play the big blocker this turn.
Oh, okay. Nah, yeah, you equip 1 to lead, and then you swing on to the girl.
Or not.
Alright, or not, yeah.
And now slam the 7 drop. 7 drop.
Yep.
No, 7 drop.
No, the 7 drop. That card's not a blocker. Yeah, that does almost nothing. What was that? Diablo John Bait. That is kind of like a rusher because he can't get blocked. This kind of rush.
It's a damage. That's right.
Oh, there's a rusher. There we go. See, off the top. Now your ceiling is high. Boom. Equip 1. Equip 1. Boom. 9K swing face. And then your leader can go to 7 plus 8. So there you go. There you go. All 9. Right. There you go. Where's your double? Where's your double repel out now? It's not that hard to kill if you have a freaking 7K base power card.
Oh man. Okay, so we got a Kobe off the life. We got 8 coming in here. This is
you're taking this.
Damage.
Yeah, you're taking this. There you go.
A Basil. It's over. It's over.
All right.
I don't see Kid coming out of this one, man.
Oh, dude, it's tough. It's tough for sure. He definitely made the wrong. He played the wrong drop. I would say the least.
I have to agree with you that I believe that the 7 drop was better there. But okay, so we know he's got Diable Jean.
Well, he could have blocked the leader and then out comboed it. Because the leader 8. So yeah, you just blocked the leader, comboed to 9. Yeah, the leader was 8.
The leader was 8. He only had 2 cards in hand. One was the kid. He would have to. You're talking about discarding the trophy to do it.
Yeah,
Could have.
I think he did. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this thing's it's really hard to
No
kill.
way Crusher's dying to a 7. Oh my god, it died to a 7.
I mean, yeah, that's Luffy, but we know he has Diablo Jambe, and he just doesn't have very much. He just doesn't have very much anymore. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't. That's Luffy has a really low hand. But again, so does
right now.
It's just
big Luffy.
Every turn, every turn he needs to draw a card with Rush, preferably the one that can't be blocked now, because anything you play, you can just block
That's a vanilla.
You know? Vanilla, yeah.
Now, he has time. There's no question that.
Oh, he had one. Okay, cool.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's Okay.
That was hiding. I did not see that in his hand.
Nope. I also did not see that in his hand.
All right, yeah, he's like, might as well. Right. Let's go.
Yeah.
So we have is that 8 and then 9.
Face. Just read the card. This is in fact
reach into the opponent's soul for that one.
Face is indeed the play. So
just like ignored everything on the board. Yep. He's like, and the face, right. Sir.
So you're taking this one, and then you're gonna block. No. See, there's no reason to do any of that.
Okay, yep. Block there.
That's incorrect. So this is anyway. Watch, he's gonna take this, isn't he? Anyway, so you take it, and then you block. Yeah. See. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Was that a Dawn? No, I'm tripping.
No, that was a scalpel.
I got too excited, bro. I got too excited. Anyway, so he could have maintained his blocker here, which is against it's like bad board management, you know. He would have had the same life total, but he would have a blocker here.
I think that I think the player on the left probably is a little newer than the player on the right.
Yeah, that's fair. And then anyway, so this game's over, right? Because dude has Diablo Jambe. You go equip. You go tap 1 for Diablo and equip 10. And activate your spaceship or your regular ship, and then boom, that's 16. All right, GG, bud. You're not comboing that.
Yep. Like, I would just let the Luffy die. Opponent equips something and sacks Luffy. Yeah, it's dead. You got it.
GG's, bro.
Yep.
Or whatever. Oh, you can do it. It doesn't matter. The game's over.
He has a chopper. We could pretend like there's a chance.
You can. Yeah, I think you pretend. You know, you pretend to do stuff. He has Nico Robin and Diablo Jambe in hand. He has Chopper, so you block the first attack, you out combo the second attack if you can. You know, whatever, bro. We got time. This game was significantly quicker than the first ones, so.
What happened to the Brook that was in his hand? I guess he just comboed it earlier.
Oh, maybe he does have Brook. I don't know.
It's Robin. It's a Robin.
It is Robin. He probably just comboed it because he attacked the other Luffy rusher, the last turn. Hit the skip 5 button, bro. This is taking too long. Hit the skip 5 button.
What's the skip 5 button?
Just the right on the keyboard. He went face. Why did he go face? He said, "All right, cool. We got to start dealing some damage here. We got to win this game."
There's a Brook, a Robin, and he took a Sanji off the.
All right, there we go.
I guess it wasn't Diablo Jambe. I guess it was Luffy that he had.
All right. Well, I guess I'm tripping. My bad. It's just hard to tell sometimes.
It's tough.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna scoop. That's fair.
Yep.
Yeah, had Sanji. So he had 2 attacks, both of which were too big to deal with, so.
Yep. Alright, there we go. He plays faster than he shuffles.
Yeah.
Bonnie in the opener, probably keep that. Alright, what is Luffy rocking here? I think I might have seen a Zoro. Yeah. Looks like there's a Zoro, a Nami, maybe a big Luffy. Kind of hard to tell. Sanji from the looks of it.
Green player also chose to go second.
Yes.
Yeah, you want the extra card. Although yeah, the red player did last game draw the card, so.
Yeah. And we got Zoro.
There you go. That's a fine card.
Big Money Luffy, 7k swing. That's a damage, like it always is. Alright. Zoro on the board here. I don't believe that there's a killer to handle this, and we cannot Straw Sword Killer combo it. So we can just go Bonnie. Oh, there's a Straw Sword. Think he's gonna take the Straw Sword and try to kill the Zoro?
Well, you can only attack for 6, which means if your opponent has Broke, you're not in a great position. Looks like he has 2 rushers in hand.
I think I would do it. Yeah, no, he can't. He actually can't out combo it.
Yeah.
With full hand knowledge, Straw Sword is the play, but I'm curious if he will make it. It's a risky play. I don't know if I would make it in that position.
You can just, but you just
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah, he says he's gonna do it. You just know that yeah, like he snatched that Bonnie. Oh, that can grab event cards.
I can
Yeah,
get that.
it sure
Jesus
can.
Christ.
Yeah, it's Bonnie's really good. There's
Who did what? Who did what with who now?
yeah. In set 1, there's a Momonosuke that has a very similar effect. Oh, okay, no, he said never mind. In set,
We're not doing it.
Yeah, in set 1, there's like a Momonosuke with a very similar effect. Instead of supernovas, it gets Land of Wano cards. Like you just play 8 Bonnies in your deck. It's just so good, bro.
I love the.
So you should attack with your leader before you play the Rouge, just in case.
100%. I was about to say, I love the confidence the man has.
Yeah.
But you definitely swing first. We're gonna see that Nami attack Bonnie again, most likely, and then Nami is a pseudo blocker, which is pretty cool. That's the Don. If you have a 2K, you definitely dunk it right here with the Apu or Scalpel or something, man.
Mm-hmm.
You saw last game. This only escalates.
Yeah, they start 5, 6s, and 7s, and then by the later game they're just too big. You have to out combo early. Nami into Bonnie.
We're gonna have 2 more 7Ks coming at the face here. We're gonna put 1 on Zoro, go 7. We're gonna put 2 on Luffy, go 7. Is he gonna? No, this is interesting. You could protect Bonnie here, but just to attack Nami with her. I don't.
So if you protect it, you're thinking maybe he attacks the Zoro into it. I think he does not.
He certainly does not. No, we're going straight to the face with this.
Yeah, you're basically trading.
This is an interesting thing.
You're trading the heat for a card next turn.
Have 3.
Exactly.
So Rouge will have 3 people on the board. So he can kill her, kill Zoro, a Rouge kill Sanji, Bonnie kill Nami.
Yep. No, he can do all that for sure. See if he does.
He can, in fact, take that board back.
He's saying, no, I don't want to take this. And
only 6, so you're telling your opponent you have a guard point.
Yep. And so here is something you have to consider. See, okay, can you pause it real quick?
If he had taken the 7 instead,
Yeah, so he out-comboed a 7 and then took a 6. The reason that's wrong is because the maximum amount, you can just tell, right? You have perfect knowledge. The maximum amount this Luffy can be is 7, right? So you take the 7, and then if he attacks for 7 again, then you out-combo the second one. But what he did was he out-comboed a 7 and then took a 6. So if he had done it optimally, he would have an extra card in his hand here.
Yep.
That's like what we do that all the time in Dragon Ball. So it's kind of like second nature of us to do stuff like that. It's going to be really important in this game too, because now he would just have 1 additional card in hand, which who knows if that comes up later,
Yeah. While we're paused, is that Sanji, Big Luffy, Sanji, guard point? Am I seeing that correctly?
Yeah, it's. Oh, dude, I don't know exactly. It looks like Sanji, Big Luffy, guard point. I can't tell. That is 2 Sanjis.
Yeah, look at that. It's Sanji.
Oh, okay, this game's over. Yeah, that hand is cracked. Yeah, this game's super over. No, it's not. Oh, that was a great top deck. Holy cow, you top deck a killer. That's going to make cleaning up this board extremely easy.
There's one other card back there, too.
I think so. So your opponent leaves 1 up. I think you want to bait them into guard pointing so they can't guard point on the Sanji protection, right? Like you can make your leader 7, swing into Zoro, they guard point, you play your killer. Now your Rouge can attack the Sanji without like fear of guard point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then I think Bonnie does go into Nami. Your opponent's
Bonnie goes into Nami.
Yeah, your opponent is no longer incentivized to.
Okay, what are we attacking?
He's got Brook and guard point.
Okay, right now.
Yeah, Zoro's 6. Okay, so
all right.
Zoro's effect is active on your opponent's turn, just so.
Yeah, for everybody watching, that is a.
Yeah, playing
killer. A bit of an oopsies there.
All right, now I guess you can just Bonnie effect and a Rouge into. So yeah, okay. Anyway, okay.
Grab your Capone.
Yeah,
you're gonna need him.
Grab the blocker. You might as well. I think Capone seems correct.
Brook. Okay, I see 1 Brook in the Luffy hand.
Yeah.
Brook, double Sanji, big Luffy, guard point. Jesus Christ. So much violence in this man's hand.
Yeah. See, I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't try to protect the Zoro. Not too
With the
sure.
guard point.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't need to protect the Zoro. Zoro was a 6K.
No, I understand that, but he didn't know that either. So, so I guess
See,
yeah.
but slam this Rouge into Nami and just waste the energy that's on it.
Uh, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely wanting to attack the Nami and then playing the blocker. That's what I'm wanting to do.
Yep.
I don't think the
Definitely.
energy's wasted because then it stays a 5K. Maybe it doesn't die to like
That's
to a free
fair,
attack.
yeah. Yeah, that's fair. All right,
Yeah.
Nami's dead. So we took the board back, but
Yeah. Okay.
like I said, Luffy doesn't actually care about his own board that much. Every card he can draw is damage potentially, and he also has just 3 damage in hand.
There we go. Luffy effect. There we
All
go. Boom. 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 All right. And he's gonna want to
All right,
play the
and
vanilla. Yep. Establish the attacker
Vanilla
for
gets
next
your
turn. It's fine. 6K here, and then I'm maybe make the 7K lead.
Another killer. That's very good. He will. That means he'll be able to go face. You do need to use your blockers now because they become less effective as big Luffy start dropping, or jet pistols happen. Like you don't really want to hold the blocker and take a damage instead. If you can out combo, it's one thing, but don't hold a blocker thinking you'll be able to defend your last life with it. All right, so he can killer the Sanji, he can push damage, and that's exactly what he should do, right? Everything should be going face this turn. Did he not draw for turn? I don't think he drew for turn. Okay.
See, I like guard porting.
Sometimes you get caught in the game, though.
Yeah, I liked guard porting last turn because you could have tapped out on the attack. I don't know, you know, whatever. Yep, Sanji dies immediately. See, like, I don't know. He's like, what do you?
Oh, he can straw sword killer the VV.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, what do you save? What are you saving the guard point for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You definitely kill the VV. I mean, but I don't know. It's whatever. I think your battle cards are more effective than your life, especially like if we're at the point where your opponent is able to safely attack your life in the late game, then the game's over because you know, straw sword.
Game might be over anyway because there's a Sanji Big Luffy in the hand.
Oh, dude, I think the green player could take this one pretty easily.
Could, but it's gonna.
He's really like ahead now. You know what I mean?
Is very ahead. Are we attacking VV here? I like it. Burn a guard point or a brook out of the hand, and then killer the VV. Definitely need to try to deal some damage this turn, though. 4 life is so hard.
Yeah. And he only has 4 cards in hand, too.
Yeah. Okay. And then we'll just guard point that. And reading guard point. And then we're going to play a killer and kill it. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you. No. If that VV lives, sir, you may die. You have no choice.
There you go. All right, no, that's fair. We got there.
Your opponent discarded 2 cards to protect it. So.
Oh, he only has 2K combo in hand. How much life? Is he at 3 or 2 life? I can't tell.
2 life right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is.
Yep.
It's not over. No, without any Namis.
Yeah, no, I know. Yet. But it is. He's definitely going to 0 this turn because he only has.
Okay. Sun's getting real low, big guy. Yeah. I guess he doesn't have to put anything on this Luffy.
Yeah, he's inherently rushed.
Real low. All right. And time to attack, I guess. 1 card in hand. It's whatever he drew for turn. That's a 5K. You're definitely going to want to go ahead and get out of that one.
Yep.
Then we're just going to go face. Bump it. Let's do this.
Oh,
Repel. That'll be for next turn.
Okay.
Traffic. Oh, crud. That traffic could be game.
Oh, okay.
He drew Trafalgar Law off the life. Man.
Does he has max mana here?
Yeah, he's got this is real good.
I think his opponent's at slightly too much life. His opponent's at 4, right?
It's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, he's at 4. 5, so yes.
All right. So, I mean, Fogger Law is pretty good. You've got a second attack, 5, 6 mana there. 7, 8, 9, 10. He can't double attack with his leader. Just not enough. Man.
Yeah, if his opponent was at 3 or 2, maybe.
So I think 3, and he's probably got it, but 4 is so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have kind of you kind of have no choice. I mean, if you can't win this turn, you just have to clear board and then try to survive.
I agree. If you can clear his board and deal 1 damage this turn, I think you might actually win next turn.
Yeah.
As long as that damage doesn't kill you, yeah.
You know, if he doesn't have Diablo Jumbo or another big Luffy, Bonnie can find a blocker, so that can deal with the leader swing. Now Bonnie could also not find. He has a repel, so it's not like, you know, his leader is stuck. So I think he can do stuff. He just he has a lot of comp. Oh, he has a blocker. Okay. So, yeah. Okay,
that's another blocker.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you just let them you stack the Bonnie for the blocker, double blocker.
I think you
it looks really hard for the Luffy player to win at this point.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends on if the Luffy player gets attacked or not. Like, you need to deal 1 damage this turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if the Luffy player if he draws Diablo Jumbo, it's swing 15 face, ignoring.
He could also draw Luffy, and then your opponent can't block.
Yeah, exactly. Diablo Jumbo is bigger.
He will be looking at like 4 cards in his hand to be able to, you know, power through that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to attack again, don't play the blocker now. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I think
it could. Why? Oh, I would not have sacrificed the killer.
Yeah.
Personally, I would have put the Bonnie in the drop area.
Is he just not going to attack, bro? No, because again, Jet Pistol just kills anything, and it would definitely kill one of these blockers.
Okay, you have to attack because blockers aren't winning you this game. He has.
You can't leave. You can't just keep leaving it for life. Yeah.
You cannot just pass there, man.
Why are we not just pantsing up killer and attacking?
Good question.
Yeah, No, I agree. You gotta do something here. You can't you said.
You can just deal 1. Yeah, just 1 damage is fine.
Giving the aggro deck time is like how it's gonna draw the out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta killer should have gone 5. And Kid should have gone 5, and Steven just wanted to say pants up because he wants that to be a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I do think the green player is in a position to just deal 1 damage for the next 4 turns and then win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Luffy can so easily all right, that block.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, easy block.
Yep, easy block, and then turn passes.
Yeah. Yep, he's saving. He has Jet Pistol on hand. He's saving it to try to trick his opponent. Maybe he doesn't want to just.
Yep.
Baby. Okay, all right, we got another Bonnie. That's
another Bonnie
power at this point. Yep. That's combo power. Okay, I imagine Law is coming down here.
Yeah, to be if his opponent was at 3 here, he probably could just win.
Yeah, now he's 1 less blocker. That's not. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 attacks, but none of them are big.
Yeah, they're all too
needs
small.
Every single one of them to go through to win this game.
His opponent only has 1 card in hand, though.
It's Jet Pistol.
Yeah, but he'll have 4 more in hand by the time this is over.
Right, so I don't think you want to attack 4 times this turn.
Well, he should have attacked at least once last turn, maybe even twice.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
I mean, you can't pass. You have to.
You just pass. Yeah, that's not happening.
Just let your opponent search their deck for the out if you're going to keep passing. There is a such thing as being too passive. Okay, we're gonna get 5 here. All right, there we go. All right, Rouge is attacking, takes it immediately, doesn't even look at the hand. Okay.
I mean, I think if you're the Luffy player, you kind of want to take the damage. So
you do, yeah. Every card could be Sanji,
Yeah. Every
We've
card
already
could
seen the giant Luffy.
every card could be Diablo Jambe. That's really the card that wins the game because
It is.
that's the only card that makes your leader 15k, which is the biggest attack you have. I didn't do the math, but
Okay, I don't know that any of those were Diable Jambe.
nah, I didn't think it was, but
Okay, we're
Do you not also, or you're also just looking for like Monkey Luffy at this point too?
yeah. That one's just significantly smaller. That is an out, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, Diable Jambe is a.
I think what we're saying is that the red player has like most of his deck left, can win this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he could win the game with what's on board right now.
Yeah, it's possible. Well, his opponent does have repel again, so.
No, he has Jet Pistol. Remember, well, the blocker's dead. There is no blocker.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, the dude has repel, so it's not like, just because he has no blocker doesn't mean the game's immediately over.
Yeah, I'm not saying it is over. I'm saying it could be.
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah.
So you just like Bonnie here for another blocker, right?
Oh yeah.
Or
I mean, you're gonna
repel.
Bonnie. I mean, you can Bonnie, pants up, killer, swing for 5. That could deal the last. You've already dealt this much damage. You might as well deal the last amount of damage too.
Well, you don't need to. Your leader always can do 2. Like,
No, I'm doing.
You do not need to do any more damage from this point.
No, I'm doing that damage. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Your opponent is in lethal range.
No, I know. I'm kidding. You don't do it because again, that one card could be the out. You don't want to give it to him in the situation.
We do always activate Bonnie here though.
I
agree.
agree.
Tap out for law.
Oh, GG. Well, this seems a little short-sighted because you don't have. There's a Rusher.
Big Luffy too.
Yeah, it seems a little short-sighted simply because you don't have a way to lethal, and that law is not a blocker. We're going to jet pistol that. And we're going to equip, that's 7 to Zoro.
That's so much damage.
Yeah, let's put it all on Zoro. Okay, or Luffy.
All right, whatever.
I'm cool with either one.
I think it's roughly the same. Just split it up.
It's the same either way, but I like
how many cards does my opponent have in their hand?
I like this style.
Not enough.
That's how you throw, boys. That right there is how you throw.
Yeah.
So here we saw.
Well, it's tough because he's worried about the Luffy player, so he's trying to play conservative. But I think he is missing. On that turn, I think he pushed a little too hard.
I think he didn't have a strategy. He was just playing cards. We see that a lot in like other Bandai games where sometimes you just play cards and you're just like, why are you playing all those? You could not play cards and that would actually be correct. You know what I mean? Like tapping out into aggro when you have repel.
Again, the game just came out.
No, I'm not trying to be mean, but the point of the commentary is to point out the mistakes. I'm not just saying this to be mean. All right, that was a 2-0. So let's pause here. Give me 1 second. All right, what's up, everybody? We're back. We took a little break in between rounds 2 and 4. It's been a whole day, and we're ready to get back into the limited battles. Looks like we have Luffy versus Kaido.
Yep. All right, let's get into it.
All right.
So this is the same Luffy player that we saw in the last round win. So, he drew for turn again, but that time somebody told him not to do that.
Okay.
We put it back.
All right, Kaido opening Onigashima.
Onigashima? Yeah.
It's a good opening.
Yeah, that's the opening you want to see.
That is definitely the
opening.
opening.
He has King too. So yeah, he has blocker into Onigashima into King. So that is about as good.
Player.
Yeah.
That's the best Kaido player I think I've ever seen. I never, ever get Onigashima and King in the same hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
See if we
Is
get
that a who's who as well?
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. So I agree with the play the Luffy player made. You play the 3-drop and then attach the Don because that's like how you play most optimally, and you kind of just hope you don't get punished basically. I agree with that play. It would feel really bad if he did just get the life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Onigashima on this turn, is King next turn. She's guaranteed King regardless, but this is...
got to tap 3 for this. Yeah, he's got to tap 3.
There we go.
Yeah.
Is that Oni the best stage card that we've seen so far?
So
we've only seen two.
One of them is
and the other is the Luffy one?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say it's the best one.
Oh, and he did not attack with his leader.
I don't like that. I think you just swing.
Yeah. I think you just swing here. Like
I get it. You're trying to resource starve your opponent, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. I would like to see attack with Jinbei before you play the Sanji.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. This guy's like so. This is like a Yu-Gi-Oh, right? It's like you're going into your battle phase, but it's like, but you can like free flow it in One Piece. So, like if the top life again here, if it's who's who,
it's who's who.
It's punished. You know, you're punished.
Yeah, I think you take this one, right? You go for the gamble on the who's who.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, who's who? GG? No. Okay.
Jack. All right, so Jinbei is 6. We probably want to combo out of this one, right?
If he can.
He definitely can.
He's got it. Yeah. Looks like there's a bolo in hand as well.
Yeah. See, it's it. I think you take it just to you take it just to try to punish your opponent. You're like, all right, cool. You know.
I don't know, man. Going to 2 against Luffy is a little scary.
Oh, I don't like that bolo.
Too low. I don't like the bolo there.
That's 7 block. I think it's a little bit of an overcommit on the bolo, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Especially on just a 6K. A double king.
Another king. All right.
I mean, best at Kaido. God.
This is good. This is what you want to see in the Kaido. So I think you want to swing leader into Sanji before you play anything. Guard point is live, so I mean it's probably not going to do much, but that's fine.
Definitely swing with Kaido first. See if he'll protect the Sanji.
Yeah, you just gotta check for it, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the Luffy player would want to protect the Sanji.
I agree.
I don't.
It's just a matter of if he.
Sure. If it's a Brook.
Right. Yeah. If this is an easy guard point. Yeah. It's just a question of like if he has it.
It's hard to protect 3 drops because of who's who.
Yeah.
But like the opponent didn't have who's who last time.
I think as long as he has another card to play. Okay, guard point there.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty obvious, right? He left the energy out instead of equipping it.
Well, it's really easy to protect a 3-drop with guard point though. So.
Yeah, and then we go. Yeah. We're just gonna go King kill Jinbei, right? That's what I like. That's what I like to see. A little bit of lag here.
Yeah, it's a little laggy.
Yeah. There we go. All right. I mean, this is a pretty good start for both players. Luffy saw a rusher. He saw like Nami, a guard point, and I mean, it was a good opening for the Kaido as well.
Yeah.
We got 6 into big. All right.
There we go. Then double effect, equip, something. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was like, you can't be.
Yeah.
I think he's
can we pause? Can we pause real quick just so I can ask a rules question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we actually playing a game where there is like a battle phase?
No.
Or can you just attack and then you can do another thing?
Exactly. The second one.
Okay.
Yeah, you have an open main phase.
Weirdly, it hasn't come up yet because I think I'm kind of still in the mindset of the player on the right where I want to do all my effects and then do combat.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something that it's really stark when I'm watching another player do it. It feels a bit wrong. So
right, yeah. So if you don't know, there's a shield trigger called Who's Who. That it's shield trigger. Play this card, neg 1 Don, kill a 3K or 3-drop or less. So like that is the card that is going to punish playing multiple things, and then attacking rather than attack once, play something, attack once, and like different colors have different versions.
Well, there's also. Just from playing other games, you want to reveal less to your opponent. So playing out, I have this rusher, I have this rusher. You can kind of tell. You can kind of hide some of that information.
No, I agree. Yeah, you always want to attack first, play cards second, because you want your opponent to have the least amount of information possible during their decision making. I 100% agree with that statement.
Yep. Also, the player on the right needs to slow down a little bit. Drawing for turn when he's not supposed to. Trying to attach a third rested Don when he's got no way to do that. Do need to slow down.
He's in go mode, bro. He's in go mode.
Right, but those things are very dangerous when the game is very new.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
All right, we got 5 lead.
That's a damage.
That's 9. Yeah, that's going to be a damage.
Yeah.
All right,
Who's who? Let's go.
It's like see, like I don't like this attack.
Oh yeah, you swing Sanji first because who's who.
Yeah.
All right, Kaido's at 2 life, but we've got second king to kill the Sanji. We've got enough energy to...
Drawing an Onigashima is not a good draw. I think this is the turn he has to stabilize. I think you want to put some Dawn onto this king and then attack the Rusher and then play the second king and kill this Sanji, so...
Well, he's got Brachio Bomber in hand, too. That Luffy is dead. Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know. I'd rather establish the body than just Brachio Bomb it.
I mean, what do you got here? 3, 6, 8. I'd probably put 1 on the king and swing 8 on the Luffy and see what happens.
Yeah, because the Luffy player doesn't have... And again, the Luffy player is still at 5. This is why I think it's like... you want to attack the Luffy player when you can. It's really hard to attack Luffy in the early game because you have to control the board. But it's like... He's still at 5 life. It's like...
Yeah, you have to get him down to 4.
This is 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a fan of a full stack. Yeah, fan that out a little bit so that things don't get forgotten here.
Yeah, and then you just attack the Sanji. So he wants to play the queen, right? Because he wants to leave one up and discard the Onigashima. I like this line of play. This is pretty reasonable as well.
I like this too. On the Luffy side, like staring down the queen's actually really intimidating. So
there's a who's who.
Discard the other copy of Onigashima easily.
Very easy discard.
And you got a blocker now, so I mean that's pretty good.
Yeah, hopefully we can find like a jet gun or.
Oh yeah, jet pistol could definitely get him out of this.
6.
We're just gonna slam another Luffy. Let's go.
He said, "I got a jet pistol right here."
Yeah, got one.
And okay. Looks like we got a Nami, a Zoro, and a Frankie in hand, but he's gonna bluff the guard point regardless here.
All right, well, let's see. Luffy's at 7. Well, let me rephrase. Leader Luffy's at 7, and then the promo's at 9. So you probably want to block.
Brachio.
Okay. What's he? How much Dawn does he have?
He's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, yeah, that was not a good shield trigger choice there. Because he's only going to get 1 Dawn at the start of his turn, so it's not...
Yeah, it's not like it does anything. You probably protect this. I mean, why not? It's like blocker.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to protect.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, it attack, yeah.
You do feel a little bit more stabilized now in the Kaidos.
Yeah, he can play the king to kill the Nami, and then like he has a bunch of big bodies on board. So I mean, he also has like the who's who. You gotta get his Dawn.
Remember energy for turn. There we go. Yeah, see that he only got 1 there instead of 2. Like he could have just had a Brachio Bomber in hand.
Yeah. It's probably not doing much, but it's doing enough. He said, "Hold on." Yeah, I agree. You want to attach a little bit of energy here because you don't want him to just get the free tag out, like the free combo. Yep, make it a 9. I agree. I like that. Mm-hmm. And you just establish the other king.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's see. How much energy does he have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, okay. There's 6. There you go. So there's 2. Return.
Extra, so
Return.
You're thinking
1.
about do you use leader effect, right?
I think you have to go for the leader effect here.
Well, I think what you should do. Well, yeah, he has so he has to pop one of those, right? Because he didn't.
Yeah, you gotta put an energy back. He's gonna take one from. Oh, okay. So he did not put an energy back.
Yeah.
So he is playing with 1 more energy than he should have, which is unfortunate.
And then I think you equip 1 Dawn to Queen and then swing lead into lead.
Yep. That is one way to get that mana that we missed at the beginning of the turn.
Yep. Chesko, you want to explain why you said put 1 on Queen and then swing into lead?
Yeah. Jet Pistol says KO something that has 6k power or less. So by equipping 1 to the king, equipping 1 Dawn to the Queen, it makes it a 7k. So it's like immune to the Jet Pistol.
Does the Jet Pistol a trigger ability?
It is. It's a shield trigger. Yeah.
Okay, shield trigger.
Yeah.
But however you want to phrase it. Yeah. It would be 7.
Yeah. And then you swing your leader into their leader. He's probably gonna take it, and then that would put him at 3, which puts him into a lethal range. I don't really feel like he's in a lethal range here. And here we see like the Kaido player is just like, well, I either block or die, so it just doesn't feel very strong.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
I think he probably should have sprung with his leader last turn for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you are correct about that. I think there is a such thing as too passive.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I really do. I get the logic, right? It's like, well, that life could be anything, but yeah.
Oh, another one. Not good.
Not good.
Yeah, well, we're gonna who's that Zoro. Zoro's not gonna live here.
It's like saying it's like that life could be anything. It could be like one of the big rush Luffy's. It can also just be a dead ass vanilla. So it's just like you have to put yourself into winning positions. Whereas like here, he looks like he's in a really bad position.
Maybe so.
He has no combo power. Yeah. Even though
I mean, I think a big part of like whether you should attack there or not is you know, how does it affect the clock? How many more turns does that give your opponent?
Yeah.
If we make that attack or not.
And when you say turn clock, you mean like the you don't mean when you say turn
like
clock,
how many turns? Yeah, how many turns before I kill my opponent? And does attacking right now change that?
Exactly. Yeah. He's stuck on pass. I mean, yeah. This pass makes more sense than the last pass, I think.
Yeah, it does. That is a jet pistol. Not quite enough. He's going to need a rusher here for sure.
Yeah, because the Kaido just doesn't have any.
Jet pistol on a jack. You love to see it.
He doesn't have any combo power. Excuse me. I think we'd really like to see the Kaido player top deck the 9-drop here. That'd be pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Frankie, I don't agree with Frankie here. I think that I think you need the combo power in hand.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Luffy player knows that he's lost this game, and he's playing to win. He's not playing not to lose anymore. He's playing to win.
Right. Yeah. He's got 2 in hand. Yeah. Kaido did not get a 9-drop, so I mean, we're gonna have to figure out a different way to clean up this. So yeah, his opponent's still at 4, right? Like if he was at 3 here, okay, game's over. The fact that he's at 4, is like, oh, okay, well now you literally can't win because you only have 4 attackers. So
yeah, so your opponent has 3 cards in hand. So
I guess that's not true. It's not true because of the because of the leader ability. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So as a 1K, so he's got 7. He can get to 8 in hand.
Okay, let's, yeah, we're going to go 7 again. 8 is interesting. Okay, so 8's going to guarantee a damage there.
That was a brook.
And we're going to use that leader effect.
Yeah, this game's over, bro. He just added a brook to his hand so he can out-combo one of the kings.
Oh, that's unfortunate. 7, 8.
There you go.
9. Yep, that'll,
that's it. That's game.
That'll be it, yep. And this is where one more damage earlier in the game would have mattered a lot.
It would have mattered.
Also, really don't like the Kaido player stacking his lands underneath.
I don't know. It made it so confusing. I thought he had used the ability
for Kaido specifically. Yeah, for Kaido specifically, like that's like the only leader I really hate this for.
Yeah. See, like he basically skipped 3 attacks, and had he made those 3 attacks, it was like, yeah, you would have won that game. Yeah. Like, you know.
I definitely think earlier in the game there was room for one more.
Yeah.
There's room for at least one more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially could have gotten 2.
I know. Even with Kai, I don't think you can't try to OTK your opponent. Especially when you're in that when you're in the nitty. I get it. I really do, because it's just you just put yourself in that scenario. You're like, well, I'm gonna make it. What am I trying to say here? It's like if they get something off the life and it's like the card that wins in the game, all right, whatever. They just got lucky. Like it's still the correct play to do it.
Oh, we got Onigashima and King again. My goodness.
All right, I mean that's good, and he has a 9-drop, which is cool. I mean,
the deck plays a lot of removal, and so Luffy doesn't want to play against that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that 2 rushers?
Yeah, that is, but it's going to be a minute before he can play most of that. He's going to play a field spell next turn for sure, or location, whatever.
Stage.
Stage.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I like field spell. No,
he drew a play.
Okay, Nico's cool here.
6.
Draw a play. But all right, who's who?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Here's the situation where I agree with it. You're attacking. If you attack for 5, yeah, go ahead.
He could have played the stage there, put the thing on his Luffy, swung for 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Not get punished by who's who, because now he's a little behind.
He's behind, yeah. See,
look. You gotta.
Did we? Forgot the life. I will put it out. Whatever.
Okay.
I can relate to all that.
Yeah.
You don't want to show it.
Who's who trigger? You just get a little excited. So Kaido is actually tapped out right now, but I see that are we going to not attack again?
Oh yeah, he played the field without tapping anything.
And okay.
Hold on.
Oh no, yeah, okay. His opponent caught it. All right.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Please
and then
the energy.
It. All right.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say this game changed super quick. Attack the leader, bro. Just swing your leader. This is what lost you the game last game. Just attack the leader.
Yeah, you've got another who's who in hand. You're sitting comfortable. Please attack the leader. No. Okay.
Nope. Okay.
See, and this is what I said. Like, Sully was just right. He said you just gotta slow down, bro. It's like, this dude forgot his life. If you're playing against like a more vindictive opponent, that's an auto game loss. Obviously, we don't want to. I'm not going to shark my opponent. I don't care.
So a big thing here is in game 1, we saw our opponent, the Kaido player, did not attack the Luffy because he was scared of what the Luffy might draw. But in this game, he's really not under that same pressure, and he still skipped on attacking. So
yeah,
he's got all the removal in the world that he needs right now.
Yeah, like he's got to feel as comfortable as he can possibly feel.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, bro. It lost him the last game, and he didn't adapt to it. So it's kind of just like. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Does he have a king? Because you can king chopper equip. No, he doesn't. All right, that's fine.
No,
you can who's who chopper and then equip some Don to the leader and attack the 5-drop. That's a play.
You could.
Does he have Brachio Bomber?
For sure. No, he does not have a Brachio Bomber.
All right. Well. Yeah, I mean it's not. You don't want to play vanilla. I don't at least. Oh, he has a queen. Okay, well, that queen's reasonable.
He's looking at his energy, seeing if he can do a jack into the queen, but I don't think he can jack the queen here. I think he just has to play the queen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, puts one back. Oh, that's untapped.
No, I'm a bit confused. Okay. Draw 2.
The player thought that energy had to be tapped.
Right. Yeah.
Of course, Kaido already used Onigashima and put the energy in play tapped.
Yep. And here we are again in this situation, right? This is the 5th time that the Kaido player has. Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna choose to go after the Luffy. That's fine. Just get the card out of his hand. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but that Luffy surviving is huge here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a huge mana commitment that's still on the board.
Oh, Sanji off the top.
There we go.
And okay,
unblockable Luffy. Yep, we're getting in. Does he have the field spell? There we go. The stage.
Did yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Not playing around anymore.
That's it. Well, it's time to clean up, I guess.
This is proper attack order, at least.
Yeah. I think you block defend.
We're seeing this Sanji's at 6k right now.
Sanji's at 6. So I think you block.
I think you block leader. You block leader and out combo it.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Block leader out combo.
Yeah.
Yep. I like that play. That's a solid play.
All right. Well, 9-drop gets to come down here, clean up the 5-drop, and then you can just turn everything into Sanji.
9-drop does not come down here. He only has 8.
Oh, he only has 8. Wow. Looks like I miscounted.
Well,
no,
9, but the 9th is tapped.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he only has 8.
All right, well, he's got another queen. That's good. It's queen. Ooh, you can. Again,
now we're back in the same position, though. Even if he were able to stabilize, he's at 1 life and his opponent's at 5. So
yeah, no, I'm saying you have to. You can't just can't let your opponent just stay at full health. You know what I mean? You gotta punch it. It is correct to once the battle cards are in the field. I do think it's correct to attack the character cards. But you gotta get it in when you can, I think this queen also this queen's gonna need to turn sideways. I think you.
So you who's who to pop the chopper maybe. I'd put an energy on who's who and swing on Sanji and see how that goes.
Yeah.
The opponent's only got 2 cards in hand. He's probably not protecting that Sanji.
Yeah.
If you try to who's who the Sanji, like it's just not working out.
Yeah.
Correction. The Kaido player's at 2 life. My bad.
The Kaido player's at 2 life. I don't like that. Now you have to swing with Queen.
Mm-hmm. I think you're always swinging with Queen. I'll be honest, because like it doesn't do anything.
All right, that
He just tapped 6 for that.
No, he tapped 5.
5, okay.
Tap 5 and put 1 back. Yeah.
All right, discard.
Yeah. Looks like brought something in.
All right.
Discard who's who at this point? Like, I don't know.
No, I think you still play who's who. I think you still play it this turn.
And discard the Bolo Breath. And that seems to be the debate that he's having in his head right now. He's like, I'm playing who's who, so I need to discard this.
So it's like the queen. The queen doesn't do anything in the face of the Luffy, so you might as well just attack with it. If you play the who's who, you can get rid of the chopper. You know.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get rid of Jack tonight because he doesn't think he's dying next turn. Then you who's who, chopper. Will unfortunately that'll give him the ability to play the big Kaido next turn too, which is very good. But it doesn't. I think that he's already lost the game because his opponent still has 5 life.
I agree. Yeah, no, I mean because he's more than likely going to 1 life next turn.
Yep. And
we didn't swing with the queen there either.
Well, alrighty. So remember when I said he's more than likely going to 1 life? It seems like that's correct.
Yeah. And we got Big Luffy getting slammed.
Another rusher. Gotta count it out.
Yeah, he's got bigger Luffy here.
Biggest Luffy.
Biggest Luffy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you play it.
Okay.
Do you actually? Yeah, well, I mean, because it doesn't actually have rush unless you can equip 2. And this one, in order to not be blocked, it also needs 2. So
yeah, it's a bit taxing on that energy for sure.
Damn, he just took it too. Jeez.
Yeah, he did.
Right, so it looks like it all worked out because of Luffy's ability. All right, and swing 9, block, and then that's probably a dead queen. Yep.
Yeah, probably just a dead queen.
Yep. And then you can make
Luffy. We'll block the leader.
Make Luffy 6, boom, block, and then protect.
Yep.
Or discard 2. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
odd.
It's not odd.
I think that he's just. I think he's tunnel visioned at this point.
But if he blocked with the queen, then he could have just discarded 1 card.
That is correct. Yeah,
I think the tilt might be occurring at this point.
Okay.
Okay, so he has 9, but here's the thing, right? If he has double bolo, so he actually can't play the 9 drop because then he's tapped out. So he has to just equip. He just has to equip a bunch of Don to like what's on the board and try to clear it the old-fashioned way.
That's so hard to do, though.
Well, his opponent has 2 cards in hand. One of them, I think, is a Nami. So I mean, he could combo 1. Oh, I think it's a Frankie and a Nami. So they're both comboable.
Yeah. I mean, if he plays the 10 drop here, he does clear board. That's for sure.
Yeah, but then he's tapped out. I mean, it's a bit too risky.
Okay, so we're gonna take the safe play here. So we've got a 7 on a 6.
7 on a 6.
Yeah. See, that's why you don't stack the energy like that.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely prefer the Luffy player's energy.
I like discarding your cards here, protect your investment.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So he has no cards in hand. So I mean, well, this is like the free clear, right? You just make it. You just do the right math, and you get the free clear.
Yep. Okay, there's that, and then we're gonna use the last 2. See, he's tapped out anyway, but I guess his opponent did discard 2 cards.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And I guess this is where Luffy just starts equipping energy and swinging, right?
Yeah. We do have 1 queen. If he draws a rusher, though, that is it.
Yeah.
I guess we're still at 1 life.
Yeah. It seems like the Kaido player intends to win by burning the opponent like 3 or 4 times in a game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he can keep his queen alive here, that.
Did he draw? Was that a big Luffy or bigger Luffy?
Nico Robin.
The biggest.
Robin? I couldn't see.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I mean, depending on what it was, right?
Yep. Okay.
if you
No,
don't
it's
play
definitely
it,
not the biggest Luffy.
right?
You
If you
don't play
don't,
it, I just.
you equip 10. Like, all right, whatever.
So now we're at 11.
Yeah. You gotta
Yeah,
block
that's
it.
either a dead queen or.
You gotta block
That's
it.
like it's a very dead queen.
You're not. You're
The
not taking
deadest
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, incredibly dead queen, flattened
Super
queen
dead.
actually.
Mhm. Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Oh,
goodness. Why do you
whoa!
take
What is that
another
about?
bowler breath?
Okay. Okay.
Alright, whatever.
Can you guys pause real quick?
Yeah.
What's up?
Can you talk me through any logic behind not blocking with queen there?
No, there isn't any.
No.
I just not like. Here's the thing,
Okay.
right? Here's the thing,
Do,
right?
well, do we think that
Way.
maybe he thinks that he needs one more card, and this is his last shot to actually draw a card on a turn that I draw the card and my turn's not over. Like I still get to take another turn.
So
that's really tough because your opponent still has 5 left, and
He has
they
four.
4 now.
He has 4.
4 mana left.
4 life left.
Oh yeah, sorry, I meant mana so that he could actually like swing with something.
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess there's.
So I think he had to, before he took the life, right? He had to bowler breath in hand, which is +8. So it's going to be really difficult for this Luffy to ever close the game off with Diablo Jambe. Now he has a 3rd bowler breath, which is +12. So that just means like, I don't know. I think
one turn in hand.
I just think the Luffy player has so many cards that invalidate blockers that whenever you can block with that, like you should probably take that.
No, I agree.
But maybe he thinks that he can like alpha strike his opponent and like just kind of like burn him down completely in one turn, and he might need the queen for that. So
yeah. Well,
I guess that is one reason.
Yeah.
So what he could do here.
Yeah.
So let's see. He's gonna go to 5 energy, right? You tap 3 for Jack. And you also Onigashima. That puts you to 7 with 3 energy up. You can put 2 on Who's Who. You can do 1, 2, 3, and leader effect is 4. So no, there is no feasible way that he can do that last damage unless that life was exactly Bolo Breath.
Okay.
Then he could put 2 more on Who's Who, but then he has to get through 3 5k attacks and end it with a 6k attack.
Okay, I mean, I personally block there like every single time, so I just wanted to know like maybe what am I missing, Okay.
Right. Well, so what is the Luffy at? The Luffy's at 10, right? So you can even block.
The Luffy's at 11. Luffy's currently
11.
sitting at.
Oh, because of the thing. 11. I see. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think there's a world where taking it is correct. But anyway, I guess we'll carry on. I don't know.
Right.
I do get that he does have like all those bowler breath in hand, which is cool, but it's also just like, you're putting yourself in a position where the Luffy can top deck the win,
Yep.
Not with 3 bowler breath in hand. I mean, that's true. Like the fact that he has the 3 bowler breath in hand means the Luffy can never get big enough to deal the damage. It's just,
Yeah, you got to attack. You can't just pass turn here. Like, you have to do a damage minimum.
Yeah.
And your opponent, turn leader side.
Your opponent has 0 cards in hand. Now he has 1. Just leave up 3, bro.
Just 5. Yeah, just
leave up 3.
Leave
5. 3. He's taking it.
You need those bolo breaths.
Like he's not going to discard a card. He wants every single card, so you don't have to put anything into this.
Exactly.
Like your opponent wants to draw these cards.
All right, here we go. 1 blocker. Need a rusher. Yeah, not a rusher. That is 2 Jinbeis and a Frankie.
Ooh.
Oof. Oof.
Jinbei. 6.
That means he needs.
That's 4.
Okay, so Bolo Breath gets out of that with 1 card. So
9.
Kaido can actually win this game.
Yep. Yeah. So you just bolo here and then
Bolo.
discard an additional card. Boom. Boom.
Yep.
Okay.
And do we just put everything on the Luffy man himself, or what? Nope, we're gonna play Jinbei.
Bump to 6.
Jinbei here makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he tapped.
Why
2.
did he tap?
He meant to equip it. Yeah. The Luffy effect, so that is 8 and 9. So yeah, we just do block bolo, right? Because that puts what's his name at 10.
Yep, block Bolo. It is unfortunate to use the Bolo here, because then he can't Kaido leader effect, but that's okay.
Yeah.
If Luffy is now at 2 life, we can clean this up right here, right now.
Yep, your opponent has 2 in hand. We can clean it up. Okay, it's pretty whatever.
He did not Bolo breath energy back, did he?
You have to hit back.
Oh.
Hit back.
Rewind?
Yeah. So
I don't think he did. He had 2 here.
Oh, he did. He did. It's just the energy under the who's who. That was the.
Oh yeah, that's what tricked you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he's straight.
Yep. Okay.
No, I agree. I don't. It's just like I don't know. It's just like a personal preference. So like the way the Luffy player is placing their Don, I think it's cool because it's like very visible. The way the Kaido player is doing it, it's just not very visible. So it's kind of like
I think it's like if you want to pause real quick, we can talk about it.
I would not go a raw 5 here.
Yeah. So let's see. You have how much energy does he have? Is he at 7?
He's at 7. He's got 6 open. Like,
and your opponent is at 2 life, right?
2 life, 2 cards in hand.
All right. So I agree. I don't like a raw 5 either because it's just 1 card to 6.
I think you just. I
still
on a who's who. Swing 6. Try to get your opponent to waste a Brook or a guard point, maybe.
You also put one on Queen. You gotta put one on Queen so it doesn't just.
Put one on Queen. Well, no, you're gonna lose. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
You put one on Queen so you don't get hit by the gum.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's see how
what happens.
This is an interesting turn.
Oh, but it's a Jinbei. You can't counter with Jinbei. So there's his counter. Boom. Oh man, if that Jinbei was like something he could counter with, this whole game would be different.
Yeah. If he had put 2 energy on that who's who and attacked with it first.
Yeah.
Then he would have his leader and queen. It's over though. All he has to do is okay, sweet. Fantastic. Your opponent has discarded a card. Leader effect, swing with queen. Play that, sure. Leader effect.
Okay.
Earn it. Attack with queen. Please attack with queen. Pretty please.
There we go. Yeah, you did it.
There we go. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so you say we were 1K away from that. We were 1K away from that whole game being won by the Luffy player. You know what I'm saying? If the Jinbei was a 1K, he could have out comboed the 5K. He would have had 1 more life. So it's interesting. That's like the small things, you know. That's why having so many counters is good in your deck.
I think the bigger point there is that it came down to that like 1 life, that 1 single strike, where it really shouldn't have. He should have dealt the damage. He should have dealt that 1 damage much earlier in the game.
I agree. Yeah,
absolutely. A situation of never punished. His opponent drew 3 cards and none of them attacked. So.
Yeah.
None of the Luffy cards attacked. That is not a great hand. That is 3 event cards.
Yeah.
All right, now the Luffy player needs to not draw for turn. Okay, good.
There we go.
Tsunami at least.
Yeah, that's a good 1-drop. Pass. All right. All right. Yeah. What's the Luffy got?
Luffy's playing off the top.
He's got a vanilla. All right. So here's the thing.
Nami and a Jinbei is like not a bad curve.
No, it's a fine curve. So last game he got who's who here. Let's see if it happens again. Nope. Okay.
Nope. Never punish. Okay. Do we have Onigashima again? Oh my goodness.
We don't. Okay. So
we do.
Oh, we do.
It's right there.
We do. Yeah, we would have seen a mulligan for that.
My bad. You guys are right. I'm tripping. Tap the 3 energy for it, guy. There we go.
Not again.
All right, and pass. Yeah, we looks like the is he playing All-Star Calamity?
Yep. 2 of them.
I don't like that
in his hand.
I don't like that card.
What's that card do?
4 energy, draw 1, ramp 1, and then if it's a shield trigger. So it's a really I mean, it's a pretty cool like high ceiling shield trigger, but it's like you're just not likely to hit it. Like he drew 2. Yeah. That sucks. There we go. Tony Chopper.
Pantsing up here because he's got a guard point double jet pistol in hand.
Oh. Well, he's gonna kill some blockers.
Yeah. That just makes the top of his deck better.
Oh, he got a king. There we go.
Oh, what
All
a
right,
draw.
off the top,
Oh.
got the king. So he's gonna be able to kill the
Swing
Jinbei.
on Jinbei. Swing on Jinbei. Let him force him to block it. Now you swing on that Jinbei.
Yeah, no, I agree. Swing on
Swing.
it.
All right.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Block. No, it's smart. I agree. I like
Yeah.
it. You
And
just
then-
kill it anyway.
Yeah, I mean now your king basically killed two things, so
Yeah.
that's fair.
You got to remember to put that back. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Man, I really wish the
All
Luffy
right.
player had gotten a 1K instead of a Jinbei. I just really wish.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, there you go. So he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's top decking rushers, which is what red is supposed to do. And here we're going 9 into face, which is a damage. Yep.
That's a damage. Oh, is that
I'll start-
Brachio Bomber? Keep it. No, Brachio Bomber. Oh, I think
Oh,
you bring that to hand.
You just put it back. Like I'm gonna combo now.
It's not worth the energy here. It is never worth the energy here.
Yeah, Brachio Bomber is
Play that 9-drop. So that does actually give him the 9-drop if he does that. So
but 9-drop only kills 5 or
Kills
less.
Nami. I know it kills Nami,
And then you just attack.
and then he can swing on it. Yeah,
That's fair.
he could
That
also
came in-
throw King at it, make your opponent
Yeah.
discard a card, and then
Yeah.
go deep with it. So it's not the worst thing in the world.
No, that's fine.
So the bomber put that card in the mana and untapped too.
It does do
Yeah,
that.
it does. It does do
Yeah,
that.
that's really powerful there.
Yeah.
Is he gonna remember his energy? He looks at the 9-drop in hand. Yeah, probably need to remember that.
Yeah. Okay. No, now's a good turn to play the 9-drop. You get like a full reset on the board. You get a full reset on your mana, so you can start ramping again. You got 2 dead ass cards in hand that suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think now's a good time to play it. But you do. I think you go swing King into Luffy just to make him discard a card because he's likely to protect it. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. And now we just do it.
Yeah. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
He's thinking.
Yeah.
Don't play this Black Maria instead. Return 5.
That 5 back, make that Nami go away.
Kill Nami.
Nami.
Kill Nami.
Nami.
This has an effect.
Kill Nami.
Kill Nami.
Dude,
Kill Nami.
Dude. read your cards, man.
The card has an effect. And then an attack. Alright,
Oh,
so
no.
so on play
You should not be alive.
so on play it kills a 5 cost or less. So that'd be
Oh,
a dead
man.
Nami.
Yeah.
That card would be pretty bad if it only
He's gonna read it.
yeah.
His opponent's gonna read it. So his opponent's gonna read it. So let's see what he does. Okay, his opponent does not remind him.
No, it's fine.
No.
I wouldn't either. they're playing for like a $700 card. I'm not reminding my opponent of anything. That's your problem.
Fair. Luffy should have lost to his life not coming out. So
I do feel like it's a new game though, so I don't know. I don't like the soft cheating and then not reminding your opponent. It just feels very dirty.
So it's not soft cheating. It says up to
No,
1.
yes,
Your
but we were
opponent chose
we were talking
0.
about an opponent who like drew an extra card for his early turn and then also like didn't put out his life like early on. Like all of these things stack up and then just the BM here too is just
Okay. All right, well, let him know. Go ahead, email this guy.
I
Tell him what you think about him. Go ahead.
I said it.
Oh no. Where did that come from?
Okay.
Okay, well. That card's not very good in multiples anyways.
Previous comments retracted.
All right, yeah. Well, if this dude was a real scumbag, he could just call a judge
take it
there
back,
and be
man.
game loss.
I take it back. Hey, shot for a shot. They're both doing it.
That's it. Yeah. So here's the reality of we're just joking around, right? The reality is this is a brand new game. It's still technically not even out. This is a special pre-release. People are gonna make mistakes as we learn the game together. Be courteous to your opponent. We're just joking around. Yeah, be courteous to your opponent. If your opponent makes mistakes, we're still learning, so just kind of let it roll. Both of these players have been pretty courteous, I think. This guy forgot his life. He didn't call judge. This guy's deck was weird because it had the extra Onigashima. This guy didn't call judge. So just, have good sportsmanship as we're, growing our community,
Right, and that's kind of my point too, though. Is be as nice as you can, and just remind your opponent of things that they're missing because the game is new, and you don't want to you want to make the community welcoming too, so that
I
people
agree.
want to play.
Me and Sublet went to a pre-release today, and we we were teaching our opponents how to play against us as we were playing them. You know what I mean? So it's just I agree.
So all right, now we're seeing attacks from the Kaido side. He has 2 blockers. Now he waited to play them until after his attacks. That's great. Put his opponent to 3, and then burn. Burning a shield trigger. You love to see it.
Love to see it. Yeah.
Love to see it. And then, okay, so Luffy has got to get through 2 blockers, which is easy.
So would you not? Would it be better to attack with the 9 drop instead of the 7 drop, 6 drop? I mean.
Yes, it would be. I agree.
Because it's just bigger.
Okay, now here we see that Nami. Here we see that Nami mattering.
Yeah.
All right, so that Luffy can't be blocked. He's got a jet pistol. In theory, he could clean it, but 2 jet pistols, can't use both of them. A jet pistol takes a lot of attack power away. Okay, all right, we're taking it back.
Interesting. So Jinbei's an attacker, Nico Robin's an attacker too, right?
Yep, Nico's an attacker, Jinbei's
everything,
an attacker.
So everything attacks. No, I agree, right? Yep. We want to... Why do you tap 4? He has to... Yeah, tap 4 to play the jet. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Thinking. I do this too when I'm thinking. I'm like, all right, I put this here, I put this here. All right, we're taking the Luffy back too.
He's gonna double jet pistol. I think playing the Luffy is fine.
Yeah. Double jet pistol.
He's thinking. He's just putting his cards on the board so his opponent sees. Like he's like, I'm thinking.
There's also a local too, so like these could be friends. So they're just like, yeah, what do you think is right? You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is the kind of things that I want to see at the local level, right?
Yeah. This is great. This is great. He definitely read the Kaido could kill the Nami, and then.
Bro, that's not. I don't even know if that's true, bro. He might not have done that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Bro, you know how many times I've seen people pick up a card, like look at it without really reading it, and then put it back down. You see that all the time, bro. Like.
Yeah. He's got 1 5K and 2 6K swings. His opponent has like 5 cards in hand. I think you have game with this line of play right here, just the single jet pistol.
Yeah, I agree. Because you have like, it's not. I wouldn't call it a guaranteed damage, but you have a guaranteed attack at face. Your opponent has 1 blocker, and then you have 2. You have 3 attacks into 1 blocker. It just makes sense, bro.
Okay, so here you've got 2 7s and a 6. Like that's significantly weaker than the Luffy. Okay, we got to be careful about playing too fast here.
Yeah, like it's starting to confuse me.
Yeah, that Luffy would not have an energy. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. No, I agree. Yeah.
5 mana there. Yeah. Okay. Walk it back. Yeah.
There we go.
Those abilities have been activated.
1 jet.
Okay, so I paid 4, and all right. So now the mana looks good.
There we go.
Yep.
It's cool. So
I agree. I would agree with walking everything back that last time because it did get really confusing.
No, that was the play for sure. All right, you out combo
again. Yeah.
Times out of 1,000.
Okay.
So swing for 6. Buff of the Luffy.
You out combo.
You out. Yeah.
Jinbei. Is Jinbei swinging on the leader?
Yes, Jinbei swinging on the leader for 6. That make the leader go 7.
Out combo.
There we go. And now the game is no longer achievable because you can just block here. Yep. Boom. And now Luffy swings on King. There we go. No, I like the way this turn was sequenced. I like it.
It was wild. It was definitely wild and crazy.
Yep. And my guy's got.
No, I understand it. And like I said, this is definitely the kind of learning thing that I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is where if he had swung with the big guy instead of King.
So yeah, he couldn't because it has it has 10K, right? So there's no way that Luffy can clear the 10K. You just he's forced to go face basically. Who's who? That'll help not die, I guess. He did 3.
Whoa, 3.
He did 3. All right, it's corrected.
Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah. All right, so you definitely tap. You put some. What do we got?
Relax, guys. Yeah, they're going so fast. Just relax. You're going so fast.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Well, I mean,
no. Play. You pay 4 first. Oh no. You can't play that card now. Is this? Oh, Onigashima. Okay, I didn't see you had a second Onigashima.
Tap 3.
Tap 3.
Tap 3.
And there we
slow.
go.
There we go. Okay.
And drop Kaido for game. Okay.
All right. Well, that was cool. It
Um,
got really confusing
Alright, so
at the end there because it was a lot. Again, though, it was like a lot of I don't know, a lot of shenanigans, but it's all good.
Oh god, the finals is Kaido versus Croc.
All right, it's gonna be. I can only assume there's gonna be a slaughter. Kaido just destroys Crocodile. I don't. It's. This is like one of the worst matchups I think that exist in this limited format.
So what kind of plays can we expect to see then? How does this matchup normally go?
Okay, so you've got control versus ramp. So what Crocodile's going to be looking for in this match are Dofies.
Yeah.
He needs Doflamingo, which is a 7-drop 7K that bounces a 7 or less your opponent controls. He's going to want to see those and put Kings back into Kaido's hand. And he's going to need... He really needs Sentomaru, and he needs his opponent not to have a who's who in the early game. And then he needs to chain Dofies. He needs to see removal spells. He needs to try to stay ahead of Kaido's ramping. So a lot of Kaido's cards play around the leader. Crocodile. So we've seen what Kaido does. He's neg 7, put a life in the drop area or the trash or whatever the heck it's called. But what Croc does is he neg 4 Don. So put 4 Don back in your Don deck. Bounce a 5 or less to the hand. So King is really strong because King is a 6. So you need Sables and you need Dofi to get around it. And like 2-3 Kings really gets out of hand very fast. Croc tends to struggle in this matchup, especially if Onigashima is on Kaido's side.
Right. And Blue's best card, Sentomaru, is a 3-cost character that plays other characters from the deck. And Purple just tends to have a lot of removal. You can always remove Sentomaru on curve if you draw your removal, you know what I mean? So like we could see a game where Blue like plays a Sentomaru and Purple just doesn't have the answer and you get like a lot of value out of that card. That's a possibility, and that's generally how Blue is going to win. Early game Sentomaru, late game Doflamingo. That's generally how Blue is going to be able to win this matchup, but the Blue deck has to jump through more hoops and see a much higher ceiling than the Purple deck to compete in this matchup.
Yeah. So the blue player has to find specific cards, but the purple deck can just kind of play its strategy. Like, it doesn't even matter what they're playing.
Correct.
Basically.
Cool. All right.
What happens here is that Croc has to play Kaido's game. And so it's an uphill battle from the start.
All right. You think blue here wants to go first or second?
Kaido's going to want to go first so that he can do King a whole turn cycle early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Kaido always...
Also, just playing Oni on curve sounds good too.
Yeah, Kaido pretty much always wants to go first because of that exact reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we should see Kaido attacking Croc every opportunity he gets.
Yeah. Otherwise, this will
should not be a time that Kaido does not attack.
Yeah. This isn't the matchup.
Yep. Okay. So we're seeing Croc open. Onigashima, oh my goodness, this Kaido, constantly opening Oni. That's really good.
That's how Kaido does good, man. I could actually imagine. I said this earlier today, but it's like I could imagine Kaido to be a frustrating deck sometimes. Like you're gonna have those days where like you just don't have it. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have those tournaments. No, but he's have triple king. Oh, see, triple. Wow. So here's like the scenario that we just talked about, right? Here's Sentomaru, a really good card, and so the purple deck actually does not have the removal this turn. It has removal next turn. So purple
and the turn after
and the turn after, yeah. So there you go, tapping 3 and ramping. So blue is going to be able to get. He's going to be able to get a little bit of value off of this Sentomaru here. All right.
Does not attack.
Doesn't attack. I just don't like the OTK strat. You can give your opponent a little bit. I don't like the OTK strat. So here we go. We're going to attach 1, tap 2, play a Pacifista robot from the deck. It's just a 6k vanilla. Good card for like the mana cost and playing it for the deck because you don't actually discard any of your card. Like you're not using a card in your hand, so you're maintaining high hand advantage. Then what do we do here, right? Do we just attack 7?
Go.
Yep.
7. Yeah.
I didn't realize that grabbed from the deck. That's really powerful.
You block this. You block this for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or you take it. That's fine too. Blockers are very fragile against Croc because he can always put him back in the late game.
Yeah. All right, so I definitely think we're gonna see another Oni. That's not like a great draw, but his hand is good. I mean,
It is.
yeah, triple
So
king.
I think you king the 4-drop because you have your chain kings here.
Interesting.
You king the 4-drop and let him sink 3 more energy into Sentimaru again.
Interesting.
You have so many kings.
Okay.
He can't Dopi and Sentimaru.
Oh man, I think
Uh,
at one tap.
okay.
There you go. Yeah, I think people are gonna learn what I don't know, bro. I kind of just like hitting. I kind of just like hitting the Sento. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of just like hitting it. Just let the.
I think that you hit the Sentimaru and then Dofi comes down and wins the game here. Like,
that would be
I
exceptional.
think you
That
get
would be
another opportunity.
that would be exceptional tempo, would it not?
It would, yeah. Like, because you would drop a Dofi and you get a 6K swing and a 5K swing.
Yeah, that'd be good tempo. And it looks like his opponent's at 3 lives. Yeah, that's fine. I get what you're saying.
Because if you pop the 6-drop here, and let's say he plays Dofi, then Sentimaru didn't do anything, so you can play the king again and pop the Sentimaru then. It's just you play around the Dofi. I would taking that interesting here.
Yeah, the Kaido player he doesn't have a lot of combo in hand or counter in hand, but he could have out-countered. He could have countered 7.
Or blocked.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, blockers are.
We're gonna see a Sables here probably. Okay, please block this one.
He could bolo it. I don't know. I think bolo is okay. I mean, yeah, I agree. You should be blocking just because, like, at any point, Croc can just kind of like remove your blocker.
That's not bolo.
He has a bolo, does he not? Yeah, he does.
That's Brack.
That's bracket bomb. Oh, he's taking it like crazy.
I would just block it, man. Just.
Dang.
Oh wow. Okay. So we're going to 1 life. There's bolo.
There's bolo.
That is bolo.
That's
not Sables.
Not Sables. Bounce the blocker. I wonder why I didn't.
See?
I wonder why I did that before. Or maybe his line of play changed. Maybe his line of play changed after maybe he had both Sables and Blackbeard, and he said, "I'm just gonna assume my opponent will block, and then I can Sables the." So I don't know. I don't know, but maybe.
I don't like that either. In that case, either because you just save the bounce the blocker for next turn.
Yeah.
And go in for more damage.
So
now you can just replay it.
Yeah, 10-drop's really good here because blue just has no removal for it.
No. So you can.
But without a blocker, like, you're in danger now. Like, if you had just blocked that attack, you wouldn't be in danger.
You have a lot of cards in hand that you can't cast.
Yeah, he could go 7 at 6 to try to bait the blocker, go for the full clear.
Well, he doesn't have a high counter. He doesn't have a high amount of counters, so.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you really want to protect it. There you go. So, Mihawk is a 2K, so it puts it at 8 into 7. You really want to protect one of these attackers because this just represents if you can protect both, you're in like an amazing position. But if you can attack one, then you still represent lethal. Your opponent has a ton of cards in hand, so like I'm trying to see. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. He has 10 cards in hand, but only 4 of them can actually counter. So he has to leave up for Bolo. He has to, if he just plays the 9-drop, there's no way you can just play the 9-drop, I don't think. Yeah, this is a safer play.
Yeah. So you do that, you pay 2 for a blocker, and then you have Bolo, and then you just don't attack your opponent's leader because why not? It worked last time.
Yeah.
All right, so this is very interesting. This whole game has actually been Kaido playing Croc's game.
Yeah, but this is the stabilization point because he has Bowler Breath, he has Blocker, he has like a little bit of counter power, and Crocodile doesn't have any big bodies, so it's just like, this is like you said, man. Like the triple king is just going to be so powerful because they're huge bodies, they're great tempo, they're great removal, and if your opponent doesn't have like Doflamingo to counter that tempo, then it's not like they start to do less and less.
Yeah, and Croc just like if he can't establish attackers, Croc is not intimidating.
Exactly. Yeah, you can play all the blockers in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to win the game. It just means you're not losing.
Yep. That is Croc's biggest weakness.
Yeah.
So let's see how this goes. Are we going to see a Sables come down and bounce the active king, and then maybe an attack on the rested king?
I don't know. Sable's king here feels horrible. I mean, I don't think I like it. You have like 2 targets.
I agree, but he might not have much of a choice.
That's true too.
Is that a Dofi? It looks like he might have drawn a Dofi. Yeah, that's a Dofi and a Sables in hand.
Yeah, I think you want to establish the body, even if it costs more.
I agree. I think Dofi is the play here.
You can send some stuff. Yeah, you can send some stuff at the face. Why not?
Yeah. Combo out. Maybe put one on Teach. Just slam Dofi. That's fine too.
Oh, Gecko.
Yeah.
I back you, Mihawk. Yeah, I mean, you don't know that your opponent has another king in hand, but
now you have to Sable. Now I feel like you're forced to Sable because you cannot let this continue to get out of hand.
Are you? I don't know, bro. Sable feels so bad here because he just replays the king and kills the Gecko that you just played. It's like the Sabling here just feels horrible.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Ooh, a 2K combo on a 5.
He over comboed. Did he not? Does he not have anything else? Or I thought he did.
There's a Black Maria in hand. Black Maria. I don't think he wants to combo with the Black Maria.
So he's valuing the blocker over the. Oh, and he drew another Brachio bomb. Yeah. Oh yeah, he does. He had a queen. He had a queen too. I mean, I don't know. He's valuing the blockers over the combo potential.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I guess we just push into Teach here.
Yep.
Yeah. It's dead for sure. I don't know, 7 to the dome twice?
Oh, it's hard to tell. He's got 2 blockers. Actually, now might be the time to play the 9-drop. Simply because you can play the 9-drop, remove the Gecko, and then your opponent doesn't really have any way to finish you off.
Yeah. This could potentially get punished with a Sable. But no Sable off the life, so that's good.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to play another King and probably the other Black Maria here.
Okay. Yeah, this is...
The Maria have blocker?
The Maria does have blocker.
Okay.
Onigashima doesn't actually do anything there.
Well, the king that he played puts 1 back, so the Oni would...
Mm-hmm.
I guess next turn it'll flip out.
He gets it back.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, he's kind of... I don't know. It's interesting the way that both of these guys are. See, it's like that's the thing, right? Like the Crocodile player, he doesn't want to just play the Dofi because, I mean, like, what do you just bounce the blocker here? You know what I mean? It's fine. I think you wanted to play the Dofi last turn because your opponent can't interact with it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I think that he could have put 2 energy on his leader, swung on the king, make the opponent like block or something, and play the Dofi because now it's out of hand. It is legitimately just out of hand.
Yeah, we've officially snowballed. Yeah.
It's what we were talking about though. King is really strong.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
3 king is just imposing.
Yeah. And it's like you don't.
And the 4th king costs 9, so you know.
Yeah, you don't. You don't have to bounce the 7-drop with the Dofi. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's tough.
And we're seeing like the Crocodile leader effect just being completely invalidated at this point.
Yeah, exactly. It basically just does nothing. You can bounce the blocker if you really want, but I think you want to like force a block if you can.
Yeah. I think I'd be pretty comfortable bolo breath or blocking there. I think
Mm-hmm.
blocking is the play, so it doesn't get bounced. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Edward
all right, that's
Weevil.
another three drop. Oh God, and
Not
the big boy's coming down this turn.
not doing too much for you. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kaido able to stabilize at 1 life, which is cool.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, this
Pop
is
power. That's pretty sick.
I don't know. I don't think it's game just because of the 2 blockers that the blue player has, but I mean,
Well, yeah, there's love beam too. Like there,
yeah,
I think there's still a lot of game to be played. I don't think it's over this turn.
yeah. I mean,
Like
you're definitely turning
know that
everything
Croc,
sideways. That's for sure.
yeah, you know that Croc has Mihawk in hand, so love beam Mihawk is like the easiest out to the 10 drop.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
5K here is good. Crocodile actually has a hard time dealing with 5Ks efficiently.
Oh, you discard
And we
buggy.
see that.
Oh,
We see that.
wow.
He
Yeah,
discarded
it's
Mihawk.
you have so many event cards in your hand that sometimes you just have to over combo. That's the one thing, like
Yep.
the event cards are like pretty good against like green in the mirror match, but then like you play against like red and purple and you're like, man, these event cards don't feel good at all.
Yep. So, I mean, we could put 2 on each of the kings, swing it, and oh, okay.
Alright, you
I don't agree with that. That
Well,
is sabled and
you
what?
you want to play it last simply, yeah, because of shield trigger, Sable shield trigger bounce a 7 drop.
okay. Discarding the great card that is All-Star lineup.
Yeah.
See, now this is interesting because you're leaving your opponent with more attackers. You now do not have a way to clear the Weevil.
Man.
I think that he's thinking about his leader's effects a lot right now. Okay, this is the world's easiest love beam. Because I don't think the Croc has the ability to out combo it otherwise. Takes it.
Okay.
Okay, put 2 on a king. I don't know. He still has blockers. I'm surprised that not blocking anything. Do you think he's
Kaido
hoping-
player is holding the 9 drop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's holding the 9 drop. Do you
Okay.
think that? Yeah, I like I said,
think
I
playing
completely
that-
disagree with the queen.
Yeah, the queen just feels like nothing this turn.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that choosing not to block here in the face of 1,000 different removal spells from Kaido is the Crocodile player hoping a Sables is in life?
I mean, he could have been, hoping and wishing.
And oh, that was big.
Boa.
Big.
Pretty good.
Big.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well swing.
Yeah.
Do we see?
Yeah, you're gonna force. I mean,
So level up
honestly,
beam.
Croc could.
Yeah, level up beam no longer
invalidate
draws a
your-
card. You just block. There we go.
Yep.
Now we see the Kaido.
Level up does draw a card.
No, it's 5 in hand. So if he plays level up, he would be at 4. Level up draws 3 or less.
Oh, that is 5. Yeah, you're right. That is 5.
Um,
All right, we got 2 blockers. We got Bolo Breath. I do not see Croc winning this turn.
nah, not at all. I don't see it.
Yeah. And this shows the power of 3 kings. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
This is what I mean by like you have to put these kings back. I know that they're strong. I know they have good
Yeah.
effects, but if you just let them sit on the board, they compile,
Yeah.
and it's just
You just block early game and try to play around them best you can.
yeah, punch them, let your opponent out combo, and then bounce them.
But yeah, so I mean,
it's rough.
You
I know it's
can
rough,
you
but,
can you can
what else are you gonna do?
you can Dofi one of the blockers, bounce to the other one with the leader effect, and then just turn everything sideways. Equip some energy. Equip one of the mana to the Blackbeard. Turn everything sideways. That's 3 5K attacks. That takes 3 cards out of your opponent's hand. You have Dofi. You have double blocker. You have level up beam. We still got a little bit of game to play. But we got to start fighting super hard here. We got to start fighting.
Yeah, no matter what, that queen is going back to the hand this turn. Like you're using Crocodile's effect at some point this turn to put that queen back.
Okay. That hand is.
That hand is
Did he have
awful.
triple dope? Okay. So he said it's not worth it.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, we got double
Oh,
Dopey, double Sable, double
double
Love Love.
Luffy.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You have to put those kings back. Just double Dopey on his board would be insane. Kaido cannot clear those without attacking them.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, bro, when you honestly, bro, like blue players, when you draw Dofi, just slam it. It's good tempo, bro. Just slam the Dofi. In
Nothing
the
answers it. Nothing in the game directly answers it except another Dopey.
in this format, except another Dofi, yeah. So just
Right now, in this game, there are 4 starter decks and a
all right,
promo
you're
pack.
right,
The
you're right,
only
you're right, you're
card
right.
that
My
answers
bad, my
Dopey
bad. Is
is
Dofi.
Dopey.
Yeah. So when you see Dofi, just slam it. It's great tempo. Your opponent, like there's no getting around it. You know, you just if he had slammed those Dofis on curve, I think you're right. He would have been in a much better position.
Yeah. Well, like, all right, so Kaido had one king, table it, and then when the king comes down again, Dopey it. Then when the king comes down again, at that point, like you're at least ahead.
Yeah. And that Dofi's
You're still
attacking,
struggling.
and that Dofi's attacking too. So
Yeah, not only that, but the Kaido was at 1 life at that point. Like, you
And
really needed the tempo to really close the game out.
Yeah.
And you had Sables and leader effect to make blockers go away. Did he open Onigashima again?
that's every game, bro. Every game he had it. That's nuts.
Is it always the far left card in his hand?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, the first card is always Onigashima.
Interesting,
I wish I was that lucky.
bro. Is he left-handed? No, no one's left-handed. Shame. Sad.
You
I
feel
think
so left
some
out.
people are left-handed. All right, we have a who's who, so Sentamaru's not doing jack all this game.
There we go. Oh, Yashima. Yeah, open it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, don't tap for it either. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, you swing there. You definitely swing there.
I don't know, bro. It worked out for him fine. Like, never punished. It's been working out for him fine. Sentamaru. There we go.
Oh, no. Gonna see it happen. It's gonna
6.
happen again. Let's just drop the life.
You also, yeah, like we've said plenty of times, you want to attack before playing cards so you don't get punished by shield triggers.
Yep.
Now,
A million times.
you know.
Now he does always draw the second.
He does, yeah. This shit is stuck to his head. It's just glued. He's magnetized, you know. You know, like I said, bro, you're gonna have those tournaments as a Kaido player. I think you're gonna have the tournaments where you're like, man, I drew Onigashima every single game, and then you're gonna have those tournaments where you're like, I didn't see this piece of shit card all day. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So we've got who's who. We don't have king.
Yeah, I mean it's
So
fine.
this might be a complete. Well, it might be a completely different game.
Yeah,
Like no king.
I think you
So
play.
this turn you.
Well,
slam
he has quite a bit of
the
time
top
before
two.
the kings matter.
Yeah,
I mean, it matter a lot right now.
Yeah.
I think you play. I think you play who's who, and then you just snap the other field spell to go to like you just accelerate as much as possible. It's not
nuke
doing
and
anything
energy.
in your hand. Yeah.
Blue player wondering if he can use a counter spell on that one.
All right, play. Yeah, okay, play.
Oh,
I
no,
didn't.
jack.
I didn't
Jack,
see the
jack.
jack. Yeah,
I didn't see the jack.
my bad. This is obviously much more correct.
Yeah. Also Jinx.
Yeah.
Reading
Inactive.
jack to make sure it comes in active. That's cool. Only 4 cards in hand though. That is
Mhm.
that is fine. That's yes.
Oh, there we
Yes.
go.
Okay.
Finally.
We're going to time. We're.
That's the first
Definitely.
early attack we've seen from this kind of player.
Yep. I think he should have done that first. To play around things like thrust pad and stuff, but
Nah,
It's fine.
thrust pad bounce these cards back to my hand. Go ahead.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
I know. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Like Kaido has so much value in his cards. Oh, he's got ulti Pepe.
Oh, there we go. We got another Sentamaru. We're playing it, grabbing. He does have an answer for it. He has the Brachio Bomb.
Gonna drop a Brachio nuke on that for it.
I do love Brachio Bomb, bro. That card's so good.
It is, but it's only 6 drops or less. So he's safe. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Very interesting. So far, I don't know. I don't know how this turn's going to play out. He's got ulti page combo if he wants to be aggressive. But 1 Sables does fix that, but then he could just do it again. One of the best things you can do against Crocodile is play 2 cards at a time.
Yeah. All right, so here we are. We've accelerated to 10. We don't really have a payoff. Brachio Bomb is like fine because it deals with the Sentomaru. Oh, okay. We got Sasaki, Nuke and Energy, draw a card.
First, and then you can Brachio Bomb and get that energy back if you really wanted to.
Yeah. And you can burn because you have no payoff in your hand, so I feel like you might as well burn.
Yeah, you can just continue to be violent if you want.
Yeah.
So he's left the 6 energy up for the Brachio Bomb. He could alternatively just ulti Pepe.
No, I don't like
turn cards sideways. He could literally turn all of his cards sideways if he wanted.
I don't like ulti Pepe. I like Brachio Bomb and Sentomaru, burn, swing leader, pass, and then over the course of the next 2 turns, you can then start like swinging with all your little dudes.
Yep. And
Boa, sure, we take those.
That happens all the time. Yeah, we take those.
Boa's like the scariest. Boa's like the scariest shield trigger because she's the only one that just immediately stops you from winning the game that turn. Like, she's like the scariest one.
Yeah, now we definitely burn here.
Yeah, I definitely want to use your leader ability here. Yeah. Especially you have no payoffs in your hand. Like, the mana's not relevant.
Yeah. It's fine. Crocodile is not accelerating this game at all.
Yeah, now you go back to 5, and it's like the biggest thing in your hand is 4. So
there we go. Okay.
All right, and it was a Sables. There you go.
Sable. Delicious. All right, now Crocodile is in danger right now, because all of these cards can attack next turn. It looks like we got a Jinbei, another Boa in hand, another. Ooh, we hard drew the 6K. Croc's got a lot of cards in hand. He could still bring it back.
Yeah.
We'll go 5 in the lead here. Easily just discard a nothing. Just take it.
Just take it.
A king. No, king. No, he was right. It was correct to take that damage.
You can't even play it. Oh.
Hey, wow. Wasn't
Voltron's assembled. We got the.
Interesting. Not attacking with the 6K.
Yeah, your opponent's your opponent's taking damage constantly. I'm gonna just push damage.
Okay, I was gonna say we are gonna want our mana this turn.
Yeah.
We are. Now he cannot get to king this turn.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are going for like OTK strats as opposed to like just chip damage, which I mean, I don't know. I'm a fan of chip damage. I'm not gonna lie. I like attacking every turn. I think
that Kaido looks really strong when you get those like early 2 swings in.
Yeah.
Chipping your opponent down.
There's no.
If you get 2 or 3 burns off throughout the game, like that's so much.
Yeah.
It is, and I think that the burn from 5 to 4 is a lot less influential than the burn from like 2 to 1 or 3 to 2 or even 4 to 3. Like the burn from 5 to 4 just doesn't matter as much.
So like another reason I like the attack with the 4-drop is nothing on the board currently like matches it, and like your opponent, like we see, your opponent can't king, so it's like it's as safe as it'll ever be, and it has 1 more K than your leader, so that your opponent can't even attack it efficiently. So like I just I don't know, I like the attack there. That's all.
Yep. All right, we're gonna turn everything sideways, and I wonder if Croc is just going to try and clear board on his turn. Probably. Okay.
Taking one.
Ooh, that's big.
I mean, he might.
That was just a 5K.
Yeah, but it's blue. Like blue just doesn't. Like see, look now he's gonna combo the card. He just doesn't have. He has too many extra event cards in hand. Like, or maybe just cards he can't counter. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with blue in this format. No, I agree. Yeah,
Keep swinging. I mean, your opponent just took life off of a 5K. Let's keep pushing.
Keep swinging off a 5.
Are they gonna take another one?
Like this might be Boa Hancock block. Ooh,
yeah, see, over combo. He just doesn't. He just doesn't have it. Yep. Too many event cards. Sables is like a really cool card to get off of the life, but then it's like you just draw 2 and you're like, oh wow, this is less good here.
Yeah. All right.
But see what I mean? Like, having attacked last turn, even if it just makes your opponent discard a card or two, like you're just so much closer to killing than you are right here. So, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Your opponent's at I want to say 2 life, right? Is that 2?
1.
He's at 1. Yeah.
Kaido.
Kaido is at.
Kaido's at 2. Yeah.
Okay, Kaido's at 2. So I mean, it's just like you're not like in a great position here, and because your opponent knows you have no.
Has to be aggressive, right?
It's tough. Well, the answer is yes. I guess he determined. So it's 9. I like 9, right? You know, you can't get can't get the free bolo. Take. All right. This dude, I don't know, bro. This dude's like so willing to go down to such a low life total. It's funny.
They both have been this entire time.
Yeah, and here we go.
Now we have 8. That is a bit inefficient.
Here's a bolo.
Yeah, here's a bolo. You're not about to take that, all right? Okay.
No.
Oh, don't reach below the table and then slam the card. We know you had it, but let's.
Yeah.
Nah, that's fine. So yeah, he wanted to attack 7 lead, I think. So.
Yeah.
Or I guess he could attack 8 lead. Yeah, he's gonna attack 8 and 8.
8 and 8. So if you can get out of an 8, which you 1,000. Oh no, we're abandoning. Plan B. Plan B.
Plan B. Yep. Go.
Do you like abandoning there? I don't think I like that.
Yeah. Like we saw the crocodile player was unable to get out of multiple 5Ks. So if you leave these on the board, the chance of them winning the game is just like extremely high. So you're gonna leave 2 up for a love beam.
Yeah, but if that's your plan, don't you start there?
He can put the who's who back in hand if he killed Jack there.
No, you don't. Definitely not. Well, I don't think you want to put who's who back in hand because it just kills the blocker. Ooh,
yeah, I know.
So
that's why I would have swung on who's who with the leader and then bounced the Jack.
Right. It's also who's who's also 1K less than Jack, so he might not have the ability to protect it as easily. Well, yeah, that would have been a much better play. Attack who's who, bounce Jack, because right now Jack is like put Jack back in hand. He's not doing too much. All right, so I mean we're not out of the woods yet. You know, if Kaido had started the turn on a completely clear board, you know, we might be able to see something. Again, the dude has 2 blockers though, so it's not, you know, it's 3 attacks, 2 blockers, maybe a life burn. It's really tough. You could play king.
We definitely see a life burn here.
I don't know. Play king,
Probably.
kill one of the blockers. How much energy does he have up? Yeah, I don't know.
If he does that, he'll have 1. He'll have 1 energy. Like,
yeah. See, I feel like what's important. I feel like this game is completely winnable for Croc. I feel like it is winnable.
It is. No,
he just needed to do a little bit more of that chip damage. He needed to clear the board a little more effectively. You know.
I think the Kaido player this game has actually been effective with their chip damage.
Right. No, but I'm talking about the crocodile player. He missed an attack with the 4-drop.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty influential miss.
Yeah, because if the Kaido player had taken the life, then okay, awesome. But if he had discarded 2 to get out of it, then that's just 2 cards he doesn't have later. And the Kaido player theoretically would be starting the turn with a clear board this turn, meaning there's like no real way he can win. Which means the crocodile player gets like another full round of swings with these big ass robots. So if it had been played a little differently, then like the Croc player would just be in a much better position.
You're seeing king come down.
Mm-hmm. Probably, I'm guessing he's gonna kill a blocker.
Got to put an energy up. So then, like, you're just hoping your opponent can't out combo a 5. Is that what's happening right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he miscounted his energy. He 100% miscounted his energy. He forgot the king negs in energy. He thought he was going to be able to push a 6.
Yeah.
Or 2-5. And unfortunately, if you're blue, you take it because you're like, nothing else can attack me.
Yeah, and then he's gonna burn he's gonna burn anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So like, that king was a strong misplay.
Did he?
Yep, strong
misplay. Okay, I was when he picked up the life, I was like, oh wait, what? Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So that strong misplay with the king there. He miscounted his energy for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we're going into game 3. Like I said, the game was totally winnable for Crocodile, and then he won. So good for him.
Yep. No Onigashima in that hand.
There we go. It's the first time. All right. This is it, right? Game 3. First mulligan.
Yeah. Those aren't Onigashima.
I agree, right? So we talked about this, right? If you don't see Oni, you just hard maul. If you...
Yeah.
The thing, this Kaido player is playing like quite a few different ramp cards. He's playing All-Star Calamity. He's playing Jack. I guess if you...
Uh-oh.
There we go. Well, he has a Jack, so it's not the end of the world. But he doesn't have a... no who's who, though. So, again, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, okay. Just
king.
No who's who, no king. So, if Crocodile gets, like, a Sentomaru, then it's like, we can just be off to the races, you know?
Yep.
Like Blue needs the Sento here because the value it generates is just, it's gonna go ham. Yep, swing first, absolutely.
I take this looking for Oni. No Oni. All right.
Please don't play Edward Weevil. Don't play Edward Weevil. Oh, it's even the out of the 3 options, it was the worst one. Oh, so important. so this is just the nature of RNG, right? Like, if
we're seeing an attack here, he knows that this game is not going to go well if he doesn't start doing something. And Croc, God,
the over combo. Well, he has a Gecko. He has Gecko Moria in hand, so he's just going to play Gecko to get it back immediately.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like normally that's kind of iffy, but then like you just play Gecko and it's like whatever. You got a free combo. Yeah. So that's the thing, right? If the Crocodile player this is just RNG, right? If the Crocodile player was able to establish a Sentomaru here, he would be able to put himself very far ahead pretty quickly. The fact that he just had a Boa is kind of going to highlight the weakness of the Crocodile deck of just like sometimes you just don't do shit, and it's like it just feels so bad because you're just wasting your turns not doing anything but playing a 3-cost blocker, you know?
Yeah. Yep. So Gecko Moria, get him back, and that's a turn.
Yep.
Interesting. 1 energy up. I don't think Croc can do anything with 1 energy, so he probably should have put that on his leader.
Yeah. All right. No top deck king, which means there's no like immediate punish on the Gecko, so that's pretty good. So it looks like we're slamming a queen here.
He does have Brachio. Well, he's got Brachio Bomb too.
Okay. Yeah. So you think you could Brachio to set up the 9-drop?
You could.
Playing queen doesn't feel great against Croc. He can just bounce it, you know. Did not want to Sables to Jack. I agree. That's pretty reasonable.
It's very reasonable. I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, put 1 back. Look at 2. Got a king.
Hey, there's a king.
And I think we discard the
Brachio Bomb's gone.
Brachio Bomb.
Yup. For sure. I agree with that. It's a little late to swing with Jack. So we're just burning 2 energy. Okay. We're at 7. We could see a really impactful Dofi this turn if he has one. I don't know if he does, but like Dofi's really strong here.
I can't tell. We haven't seen a single Doflamingo the entire time. So we're attacking with 6, so he doesn't get a free block on the queen. I don't know. I see like a robot in his hand. I don't see. Yeah, alright. That's fair. Out combo. We're gonna play the robot, make Crocodile a 6 and attack, maybe?
Make Crocodile a 7 and attack. No, he's got Love Beam.
He's got Love Beam. That's fair. Free block, see? Yeah.
Yeah, but like just like free. Yeah.
Yeah. Feels bad. I agree. You do want to leave 2 up for Love. That's a good card. You want to protect your Gecko if possible. You know, he doesn't know his opponent has a king, which is gonna kill the Pacifista, which means you want to protect your Gecko so you can maintain some type of board presence. And here we go. Like I said, right, the Crocodile deck just wasn't able to do anything, so now like he wasn't able to put himself ahead. So here we go, right? The Kaido deck's just gonna just start.
Okay, now
doing stuff.
You know he has Mihawk in hand.
Yeah.
And doesn't use it. Okay, fair enough.
Right.
Slam King. Slam it.
Yeah, see, like you want to protect that. I don't know. I don't know that I like that. You have to have some. You want to keep something on the board. That way, you're not just swinging your leader into a queen every turn.
Yeah. Oh, it's rough. So Croc's in a bad position here, and it's because Kaido has drawn king. So,
Well, yeah,
now...
I think a lot of it is just the deck. Instead of having those tempo turns, it just kind of didn't draw the right card.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, we see 5. I mean, you just block, right?
Yeah, that's a weird. Why?
What?
Why? It's a weird 5.
That was weird.
That's weird
That
for
was
both.
really weird.
That's weird for both players.
Yeah. Now he doesn't want to Sables the king because he'll kill the Pacifista, so we're just going to ignore it and pray that the opponent doesn't have another one.
Yeah, why don't we block with the queen? I think didn't the Kaido player do the same thing last game?
Yeah, he did.
He did last turn. Yeah.
Last turn.
I don't know why we didn't block with the queen there. Maybe he forgot about it.
Here we go. Now, do we have 9? We have.
Yeah, we're slamming the 9 drop this turn and clearing the Pacifista. Like, there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's. Oh, the over combo. 7. That's a damage. Oh, okay. I think he's just bluffing when he does that.
I don't know why.
And then big boy. Yep.
Big
There we go. That's got to be hard to see for the Croc player here.
5.
Oof. And that's a damage.
Not blocking.
Yep.
What are you saving these blockers for? For your opponent to draw.
Yeah, I was actually questioning, should you attack with queen before you play the 9 drop?
If the Croc's just gonna keep swinging for 5s, like.
Yeah, but if you're not gonna block with it.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I don't know. It's fine. I think they're just probably like minor mistakes that's going on.
No, I would keep the queen. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so,
he said forget it.
So I would keep the queen up
last
to protect. Yeah, so I would keep the queen up there to protect the 10k. As Croc, this is Croc's really only opportunity to go after that 10k and clear it. So you just have a blocker to. I'd rather have the big Kaido than I would the queen. So he's only got one attacker. He would have to Sables the queen, and then he can only get to 9 or 10. I don't remember how much energy he had there. And then you can easily out-combo it. So I actually agree with leaving queen up. I agree with keeping it there as a protection.
I just feel like the Croc player might have taken the damage from the queen without you having to really do anything else to it. And then you play the 9 drop, and he definitely can't out-combo that. So you might have gotten a free...
Go ahead.
You might have just gotten a free point of damage, and yeah, they might kill your. They might, have to commit something to kill your 9 drop, but you've already gotten the damage, and for the mana commitment too.
Well, it's just that past this turn, Bolo Breath is live again, so that 9 drop never dies. So it either dies there.
This is the okay.
Threat every turn.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only window of opportunity. The only chance you get to kill that 9 drop is usually the turn it comes down.
Yeah.
After that, it's just an entity on the board. So it doesn't represent 1 more damage. The 9 drop represents a damage every turn.
Sure.
Especially with Who's Who and King, even to a lesser extent Brachio Bomber as blocker clears. We saw the Croc just didn't stand a chance that game. Purple did what it does. Just big guy, big guy, big guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think this is probably a good showcase of how, on average, this matchup goes, where the purple player doesn't draw anything impressive for a long time, and the Crocodile player just cannot press advantage.
Yeah, that's it. Your deck is just too defensive. You have, like, Sables is, like, just like a bad card to draw sometimes. You have Boa Hancock, which is the worst card to draw in your whole deck, probably. This dude didn't play a single Doflamingo the entire, like, game, so it didn't work out for him. So I mean, it's just tough, man. You just had blue open Sentomaru, he would have gotten like very many turns of value out of it, and he would have been able to just punch his opponent in the face repeatedly a lot. But he didn't. He opened Boa Hancock again, like one of the worst cards in the deck to draw. So he basically just skipped 3 of his own turns. That's more or less what happened.
Yeah, and then I think game 1, if he had just started clearing those kings, there's no way he could know that his opponent had 3 of them, but
yeah,
still,
like, you know what?
Just 2. Two kings is game. So
I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go as far. Blue sucks. You know, I'm going as far as to say blue sucks. I don't like it at all. No, it doesn't suck. I'm not a very big fan of it, but I mean it's fine.
Well, does it get any better after set 1? What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm talking about set 1.
Set 1.
There's a very strong blue leader. Very many strong blue cards that we don't have access to yet. Currently in this format, though, I mean it's. I don't know, bro. I'm just not a fan.
yeah, in set 1 there are cards that actually attack, which is what blue's kind of missing right now.
Yeah, there's like blockers that draw when you block, so it's like you're never like losing value.
The boa,
yeah.
Boa.
It actually draws on block and attack, so you just get to choose when you want your card and how you want the card to act. Your leader plays cards off the top of your deck, so it's like drawing your card, but you're drawing it to play, and then their effects trigger when they're played if they have an effect. So anyway, it's like set 1 blue is good. It's just like in the limited battle format, your deck actually just has so many bad cards that you're basically just playing a bad deck. I don't know, like Boa Hancock it can be crazy. Like sure, like my opponent can lose the game because my life is a Boa. But you saw here how like it's completely garbage when you draw it. Excuse me.
Well, definitely props to the Croc player for making it this far in this tournament, and actually playing the deck when it's very clear that it's not the strongest deck. So I mean that's definitely really fun.
I think Croc is like a meta call. If you think there's a lot of Kid in the room, then you play Croc because Kid can struggle against Croc. But if the player is just playing like 2 battle cards, two character cards a turn, then Croc struggles back.
You just play like your
room is green.
Yeah, it has like the cards are much more effective against the green cards because green cards don't have a lot of on play effects. They have a lot of on attack effects. So because you're bouncing them back to their hand, they're not able to attack every turn. But like bouncing some of the purple cards that have on play effects, you're like, well, they're just gonna get that effect again. So it's kind of tough.
Yeah, but you know what was really cool about all of this?
Yeah,
we saw all 4 decks.
We did see all 4 decks. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I would have liked to see the green deck versus the blue deck then, just to kind of like showcase some of the blue's power.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this was super exciting. I mean, definitely. This was one of my first experiences with this card game, and just judging from this local, like I'm really excited.
Yeah, for sure.
Good. Yeah. All right. Well, that is it. I guess we're gonna wrap this up. If you made it this far, cool. Shout out to you. Maybe you listen to this like a podcast. Yeah, that was a locals, limited battle locals. We kind of gave our thoughts. If you have anything, just comment, say whatever you want. We'll respond in the comments. Thank you for watching, and everyone have a good one.